We're back! I feel like I say that every single time, but we are, and you need to know it, because we are getting back to vibe coding. I've been out of my Claude and my Codex for a while, but y'all have shown me the trick that is really useful, that's given me a lot of usage for AI, and I've been able to code basically with unlimited Codex for free. Wow. So thank you guys for showing me that. Part of the reason why we're late today, part of the reason is me just delaying this for no reason, but one reason is that the thing is finicky, right? The method y'all showed me a method to get Codex when I'm out of Codex, right? And this method needs to be explained by you going back and watching the stream where we showed it, because it's kind of gatekeep maxing. It's really good, so we don't want to tell everybody about it, but we're using it. And it's kind of finicky because you have to set something up on your Mac and then you have to sync it to ChatGPT on a custom GPT. So it kind of goes down sometimes if you don't set it up right. So I was fighting it, and sometimes I have to fight it back into working again. But then when it does work, it gets a lot of good work done. And it actually has given us a website update. So now if you guys want to take a look here, it's something I've been working on. This is not a game. We've been working on games with this. We've been vibe coding projects as usual. But we have an update to smartyrbx.com. And I don't know if you guys saw this. If you were on the game reviews last night, you would have seen this. But the game reviews got their own dedicated website. So if you guys ever come to the game review streams, we have our own place here for these. Now we don't have to deal with YouTube's stupid chat or super chats taking 70% of my money, or flooding the chat with game IDs when we actually want to have a real chat. So we don't have these problems anymore because we have our own web page and everybody's able to submit this. And I was able to build this with quote-unquote Codex, the free unlimited version of it, which it's kind of annoying to set up, but it actually is basically true. And I appreciate my viewers who were showing me this yesterday. I was thanking them multiple times because they did bring back my ability to vibe code. It's a little bit weird. I've been doing it from my phone, so if you guys see me this stream doing any sort of vibe coding, I'm probably going to be yapping into my phone, and then it goes into the computer. But I'm about to do a little opening of the YouTube chat here, just so that I can have this on YouTube Studio. Because currently I'm looking at it on Streamlabs, and Streamlabs is trash at actually showing the chat up to date and letting me mute idiots and people who need to get muted. But so let me take a look here. So Smarty, how do you make these thumbnails? I use AI. I lazy max my thumbnails. Duh. I use ChatGPT. I have a long-running chat. I think the continuity of a chat is what builds a unique style with ChatGPT. It starts to remember. It starts to kind of build on its prior judgments and your judgments and keep on kind of iterating into that style. So I've kept a running ChatGPT chat. I use image gen. It regenerates a thumbnail. But the key thing is I'm not just using base image gen. And I'm not using a special prompt either. I am just using the same chat. It understands the style I want. I have it criticize itself if it makes a shitty thumbnail. And then I have it remake it. So it's actually able to make pretty damn good thumbnails. And it's working out pretty well. Remember, don't break the ice. Indigo wants to buy it. No way, Mr. Hexagon. Indigo wants to buy your game. Are you going to sell it to him? Tell me, bro. If you're going to money max it up, if they're going to pay up and you don't care, go ahead and sell it to him. Me personally, I didn't like the game because it didn't make sense. It was like Minesweeper, but 10 times more confusing. And I already find Minesweeper confusing. Not my type of game. No, not selling yet. All right, well, that's your decision. It's cool that you got that deal offered to you, though. Bro, just made the same thing a couple of hours ago telling you, son. Are you talking about the GPT thing, the custom GPT? I'm trying to set it up on this computer so I can vibe code to this computer with unlimited as well. Let me see, has it set it up? Because I had an AI setting it up. What would you like me to work on now? Are you a stupid idiot? Are you a stupid idiot? Okay, let's get a prompt because I'm pasting this into ChatGPT. Look at me, working on another computer while streaming on some different computer. Crazy. Yet Kilo itself is working. It worked. Okay, it worked. I'm going to have a Mac bridge on both so I can launch code to both of these. And really my goal is to have both machines connected. So you ready for some nerd stuff? This is going to be some nerd stuff. We're going to have both machines connected. So my goal that I've been working on since yesterday when y'all showed me the method, which we ain't going to talk about the method too much, but I have been trying to make this computer, which is the Mac, right, synced with this other one. So I want it so that the agent can work between them. Say it codes something on the Mac, it can then make a Windows version of the Mac app and then move it over to this computer. So I want them synced over the same Wi-Fi network. And then I want the AI agents coding to both of them. And then I want Roblox games made on both of them so that this computer does not lag while I'm using it, say on stream. It's been a big problem. If I start the game review stream and then all of a sudden, 3 AIs start trying to open Roblox Studio in the background and the thing just shuts off, breaking the stream. This is what happened yesterday. We were trying to start the game review stream, and those of you who were there remember this. My AIs, which I launched off from the method, decided to ruin the stream because they were all opening Studio at once, building apps at once, doing all of these things all at the same time because I was being stupid Max and ran 6 of them as I started the stream. And literally the stream got so laggy, it had to be taken down. It could not be recovered. I had to start a new one. So there's a lesson, right? If you have multiple computers, use them. Right? Don't stop your AIs just because your stream's running. Run your AIs on another computer. So I had to learn that the hard way. I need to run my AIs on multiple computers, and I don't need to stop the work. Like a lot of people are like, don't have your AIs running. Why are you doing this during game reviews? No, I don't want to stop the lazy maxing. I don't want to stop the AFK maxing. Because if I'm sitting here and I'm working on this computer, I want this computer autonomously doing stuff for me as well with the slaves running on that one. Right? So I'm going to try that. We're going to try to link these 2 computers up. So we have the Mac and we have the Windows. And then we have basically MCP board linked to different games on this computer with the Windows version port of MCP board. And thank God we have AI because it can make a Windows version of any app, at least a basic version, in like 15, 20 minutes, which is unbelievable. You build an app for Mac, that used to take a long time for developers to port over to another system, especially if it was coded on one language that isn't compatible. But now, that ain't a problem. We can just transfer any app we want. It's crazy. Smarty, are you on the spectrum? Fuck off. Anyway, you got a new PC? No, I have 2 PCs. I've had PCs for a while, but I have a Mac. That's my main. The Mac is my main computer. The Windows computer is a gaming computer that I don't use anymore. And I only use it for, like, sometimes I'll play Mecha Chameleon with my friends, and then I'll go on that computer. But if I'm trying to work, usually it's on the Mac. The reason why I like the Mac better is because Mac is just faster. Mac is way more powerful, and it lasts all day. If you unplug it, the battery lasts. The architecture for the memory and the RAM and the SSD is great. It all is linked up as one system. Basically, it makes it really, really efficient. And a lot of people would be convinced otherwise. They think, Smarty, your stream is always crashing. Mac has to be trash. No, it's that I actually have a really good Mac, but I overload it so much, right, somehow, that the Mac starts imploding on itself on live. And it is a M4 Max. It has 64 gigs of RAM. It has a 2 terabyte SSD. And it is like top of the line. It's one of the best computers you could buy. But even then, right, still lags because I'm running all this stuff at once. I got 5 studio windows. I got an app being made in the background. I have all this stuff going. So honestly, it is not enough to have 64 gigs of RAM. That's the thing I've learned. It's not that the Mac is slow. It's that I need 1,000 gigabytes. Yes, I need 1 terabyte SSD. No, not SSD. 1 terabyte RAM. Usually you have that in an SSD. That's why I misspoke. No, the amount you have in storage, I need that in RAM to run the type of stuff that I'm trying to run. But I don't have the money now. I'm broke maxing. So I'm trying to make the money by making Roblox games, by doing game reviews, by streaming for 8 hours. We streamed for like 8 hours or more yesterday. You'd have to add up the full amount. It was crazy. It was a long time. And I intend to do a lot of streaming today. Yes, we're yap maxing right now. Just stick with it. Deal with it if you don't like it. Right now, my AIs are working in the background. I don't have a specific task right now, so if I'm going to do anything, it's mainly just going to be checking their work and then just kind of figuring out from there where to attack. We have the Build to Survive Zombies. We have Fairy Build. I've had the unlimited free codex, which we're not going to explain the Geek-Kept method to get that, but we've been having that aimed at the games. We've had it kind of doing improvements, just fixing like minor bugs and changing things. I have it running on the Gauntlet loop, so it's kind of doing that. I don't know if it's made anything tangible. I haven't really seen any major progress. I haven't given it a specific fix other than very small bugs, so I have to check what they've actually done, so we can take a look at that, and then from there just kind of figure out what needs to be done, because I would like to launch Build to Survive Zombies. I like that game, so I want it to be good, right? So I've been taking extra time on it, but I do want to get a new game out, sponsor it, test it. Guys, a good piece of news, and it's good that we're talking right now, not just jumping straight into vibe coding or things like that, because there is a piece of news. Roblox today, this morning, lowered the 500 highly engaged users requirement from 250 down to 500. Oh my God. I meant 500 down to 250. So they have lowered the requirement. They've halved it. And they have reduced that. I don't know if my videos had an impact on this. It was 500 highly engaged users before, and now it's dropped. And everybody's like, yes, this is so good. Everybody, we should be celebrating. It's a major update. It's fixing Roblox. I'm like, let's pump the brakes here. Okay, we've changed the 500 highly engaged users. We have lowered it from 500 down to 250. But that's not removing it. I think this update needs to be removed. And a lot of people are like, well, just deal with it, bro. It's better than nothing. I still think that it's an artificial barrier that benefits studios, hurts small devs. I still think that it should be totally removed. And if Roblox wants to remove condo games or whatever crap they're trying to keep out with this update, they should just do better with moderation. They should have better AI scanning. You should be able to scan for sexual games on Roblox that should not be on there and shouldn't be played by anybody, including children. But they don't do that. They don't use AI to just scan games and remove them. They want to add this wall. Nobody may publish a game to most of the users on the platform under 16 until you get 250 highly engaged users. And 250 is better. It sounds like a smaller number, but you have to understand, it is still a barrier. It is still a wall. They announced this today on the dev forum. People are talking about it on X. But it is still an issue because it limits me. It still costs extra money to launch a game that is not natural to the market, right? I want to compete against people. I want to compete against my fellow developers to make a better game. And I want to make sure that I can try to get the players over you through natural capitalist competition. But I don't want to have some stupid requirement in my face. Oh, you have to have 500 highly engaged users. You have to have 250 highly engaged users before you may even reach the people under 16 who are the main audience you made your game for. Like, that is still stupid, Max, is what you have to understand. Like, Roblox threw us a bone. But throwing us a bone is not fixing the entire issue. The core issue is blocking off newer developers from getting into the platform, blocking off newer developers from even launching something at all to the audience that matters. Like, everybody likes to say, well, Smarty, they still let you publish. It's just you have to have Roblox Premium. You can publish to everybody. No, if you don't have 250 highly engaged users, or you don't pay the 100,000 Robux expedited review fee, your game is only out there to people who are over 16. And that is a huge, huge wall. That is a huge, huge barrier, especially if you're younger and you're trying to publish a game. You don't have any money. Or if you're like me, you're 20, you're broke maxing because you spent all your money on Claude and been extorted by your divorced, awful wife, Claude. She took all my money and left me. She does that about every single week. She just disappears, divorces me again. Awful bitch wife, so I cheat on her with Codex. But she's just, not good. Like, in the usage limits, I run out really fast. So I like the what you guys have shown me with getting unlimited Codex for free. You've shown me this trick to do that. But, yeah. I mean, that's where we're at with Roblox. But, 500 highly engaged users, dude. This is some stupid max stuff. It's not back to 500. I know. I said I misspoke earlier. It went down from 500 to 250. But I still think that it's a problem. I still think that it's something that should be removed. Like, we need to remove 500 highly engaged users, not lower it. They're kind of just pandering to us as devs by just lowering it. And we can appreciate that they lowered it. We can say it's progress. And people will just say, well, it's progress is progress, bro. Just be happy with it. Stop crying. No, I'm going to keep calling it out. I'm not going to stop just because they were like, hey, we'll just lower it a little bit. We'll just drop it a little bit just to make you guys happy. But there's still a big old wall there that wasn't there before. And that totally defeats the whole purpose of Roblox from the start, which way back in 2012, we literally made an ad saying, be anything, build anything. Roblox, it's free. Yeah, no, it's not. It isn't free anymore. And it isn't be anything, build anything anymore. It's be a company and build anything. It's not be a solo developer and build anything. That's for sure. OMG, just start money maxing instead of lazy maxing every day. That is the point of lazy maxing. Why do you think I do it? Why do you think I do it? All right, why do we have to pay 100,000 Robux for the game still? Yes, you do. So, in my opinion, if you have the 500 highly engaged users requirement, forget the fact that I said we should just remove it completely. If we have halved it, right, we should have to pay half the amount for expedited review. So that's the next update Roblox needs to make. It should not be 100,000 Robux. It should be 50,000. And in the end game, I think it's best if we just remove this crap altogether. But the 50,000 Robux fee would make more sense if we've halved the 500 highly engaged users requirement already. Put it down to 250. Put it down to that amount, right? Okay, we've lowered it. Devs, will you be happy with us now? We've lowered it. We've lowered it. Can you stop yelling at us to change it? No, we can't, because you have not fixed the issue. It still benefits studios and hurts smaller devs, even if it's a little better. But if that's what you've done, you need to also lower the cost to skip that bar down from 100,000 to 50,000 Robux. But they have not done that. I'm saying that's what they should do, to be clear. That is not what they've done. So bad that they lowered it, more competition now. It's only bad if you're already a big dev. If you're someone who's a small dev right now, like me and like most of the people who watch this channel, I make videos for small developers primarily. That's my main audience. Therefore, I understand your situation better than most of these people on Twitter who are big devs and are like, you know what? Well, this is good. 500 highly engaged users. We should keep it that way because it keeps competition out. Yeah, it keeps competition out if you are already a competitor, if you're already somebody who's really, really loaded, like if you're somebody who already has a lot of players, already has made a lot of money. But if you aren't, you're kind of cooked by the update. Like, it's really going to screw you. Because now, okay, I made my game, I spent all this time on it, and I made it for people under 16, like most Roblox games are. You get to the end of publishing, and you're like, oh, wait, my development process is over. I can't even put it out there to people. Shit, what do I do? Right? So then you're back at square one. You're like, okay, I have to get funds. Well, to get funds, I have to spend time. Oh, do commissions, bro. Just get your money up. Well, to get your money up, to get funds, takes away time from game development, which is really what I was doing to make money to begin with. So it just wastes your time at the end of the day. Like, if you're going to try to bypass it through money, it wastes your time. So am I going to try to bypass it through money? Sure. But I don't want to work on someone else's game to do it personally. You can do that. I promote commissions. I don't do them. Call it hypocrisy if you want. I've hired a lot of commissioners. But the thing that I'm doing, right, is I'm making these streams. I'm making YouTube videos like I have done since 2020. I'm going to make more tutorials. Those bring in ad revenue. Those sell courses. Those do all sorts of things. We also do game reviews around here. We have a new website. It really helps the process of that. So do be subscribed and notifications on. So I'm doing things actively to make more money. I'm not like rich maxing at all. I'm broke maxing right now, to be fully transparent with you. I am trying to grind to make money. I've been making a lot of vibe coded games. And to be honest, all the games have failed. So I am trying to break out of that flop streak by making better games, not by stopping using AI, but by using AI better on things that it's actually equipped to do, like voxel maxing, which is what I call my new strategy of making blocky games, rather than trying to make me slime RNG in one shot, Codex. Like you might have saw on my YouTube short yesterday, I posted, it's kind of like, it's a joke, okay? It is a joke. It's showing how an AI agent was failing to make a tycoon. Yeah, that's because AI agents can't make a tycoon on their own. if you're asking it to build, make the UI, and make all the code at once in one shot. AI is not best at that. AI is better at making like a blocky game that looks like Minecraft. Doesn't mean you copy Minecraft, but you make something like what I'm building right now, Build to Survive Zombies. It uses blocks. It's kind of like classic Roblox. There were a lot of games like this when I was younger, and I'll show you this game here in a second. There were a lot of games like this when I was younger, and we need a revamped version of it in 2026. I don't think there is a game called that that's big right now, unless, correct me if I'm wrong, there might be some like it. There might be, Build to Survive Disasters? I feel like that was a thing on Roblox. Remind me of the different games like that. But this is a game where you're basically just placing blocks to build your base, kind of like Welcome to Roblox Building, which was a big old building kind of sandbox, except without the fighting zombies part. That came out in like 2011. Clone Trooper made a working remake of that. That's a pretty cool game. It used to be something I would play when I was like 7 or 8. And it was the classic Roblox building tools. If you don't know, Roblox has had a lot of different phases where they had Roblox Studio, but then there's also a period of time where while you were playing the game, people would build too. So Roblox was really trying to make it easy back in like 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012 to make it so you can build while you're playing a game. Because Roblox was all about everybody being able to create. Clearly, it's not about that today. It's about powering business, not solo devs. But that's another issue. But it's very connected. But it used to be about that, so they would create all these different tools for that, and a lot of games were building games. And I think that's something that's lacking from modern Roblox, and it also presents an opportunity for us who are trying to lazy max everything and make a game with 100% AI, is trying to find that sweet spot where, okay, what is a game that's like decent quality, and like where do these two lines meet, where it's like decent quality but then AI capability, and those two like lines on the graph meet up? Well, it meets up right at about voxel games, right at about that. So really leaning back into that old Roblox kind of aesthetic of making building games, and then kind of leaning into that. It could be a sandbox. It could be kind of like a build to survive, a build and battle type game, and just having it all be blocks. The reason why AI is good at that is not because, it's such a cool style, bro. It's cool, and it's not even because of nostalgia, even though I'm talking about nostalgia right now. The reason why AI is good at it is because it's simple, right? And AI, if we're talking about trying to make AI games, which solo developers do need the throughput of AI, they do need to use it because we are not too big. We don't have 100 Claude sessions and 50 different developers that we've hired to work for us. We just have ourselves, right? If we have these little resources, we need to make a game, and we need to use AI to do it. The best games for that are those types of voxel games. So you can go back to that style. You can go back to that type of mechanic of having the entire world be generated as blocks, building things, kind of customizing things by just building whatever you want. And it kind of makes this creative game, but it's also just really simple graphic style that AI can actually build. So a lot of people don't want to make AI games. That's because a lot of the time they just didn't know what AI was good at. I spent months, ever since about January, trying to figure out what is AI best at making. How can I make a Roblox game with AI? That was literally my number one mission, right, in terms of my work, was to get this right, was to figure out how can I automate Roblox game development with AI. It was a real thing that I've tried to do. And I spent many, many hours doing it, on stream and off. And my final conclusion, after tons of failed attempts, after Tycoons, after Obbies, after simulators, after all sorts of different games, right, is that AI can't make most Roblox games. It just can't. Like, you can't lazy max most games. That is the sad truth. You can only make certain games with AI. So voxel maxing is what I've landed on. And it kind of does bring me back to old Roblox. I think Roblox is kind of supporting this because they are making a new voxel terrain system. I don't know what happened to that. Does anybody know what happened to that? I want to look this up. Voxel terrain 2026 update Roblox, because they were giving certain people access to this, and it was kind of like bringing back the classic 2012 terrain, because if you don't know, Roblox's classic 2012 terrain was actually much different than the modern terrain. Terrain in Studio today looks like this. It looks kind of realistic, right? And this is voxel, quote unquote, but it doesn't look voxely, right? You know, everybody knows this terrain. If you go in Roblox Studio and use the terrain editor, this is what it gives you. Everybody knows this type of terrain, but this does not look like the voxel aesthetic. This does not achieve the vibe that we're going for if we're really trying to make a voxel game. right? And sure, we can generate the world procedurally with AI, and we can make a blocky map, right? But really, I would like if we had native tools again for this. And it looks like they've been working on this, making it look more like this. And if you're a youngin', you might not have ever seen this before, but this is literally how Roblox terrain looked back in 2012 when they added the terrain editor at first. It did not look like how it does today, right? And people made games like this. I think this was called Happy Home in Robloxia. Happy Home in Robloxia. If I go to Roblox, can I find this? Happy Home in Robloxia. Is it going to be on there? I think, no, it wasn't Happy Home. Yeah, it was this one. Is this one right here. But if you see this, right, this game used to be built with the old terrain, but now they're forced to use the new terrain, and it looks awful. So the new terrain isn't always good. Like, I want to use this. This looks sick. So they were making the voxel terrain 2026 and basically updating it so that it can look like this. You can choose to make it look like this, but it was only rolled out to certain people. I would like to get access to this. Where is it? Where can I see an image of this? Because I lost it. I would like to find an image of this original terrain. Where is this update for the early access for the terrain update? I don't really know. Managing custom materials, blah 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 blah. I don't actually know, but they were going to bring it back and allow you to make it look like that again. But, oh wait, early access program. How do I sign up for this? I low-key want to sign up for this. Please fill out the form. Early terrain improvements access. Okay. Why do we have to fill out a form for this? That was back in June. That was back in June, dude, that they were showing us this new terrain update. But I would love to have access to that, because I did see photos on Twitter from people who got access to it, and they were able to make their terrain look like 2012, which was pretty sick. But you are rant maxing out all right now. Hell yes, I am. And you're going to stick around for it. What free AI do you recommend for me to use that can provide nice scripts, pretty please? Well, we got a couple options. Right now, I think that Kimi Code is a good free AI tool. So you can download this. It's inside of Visual Studio Code. If you go inside of the extensions area, you download the extension for Visual Studio Code called Kimi Code. You can actually code with several different free models. So those can actually get that done for you. They aren't as good as like Codex or Claude, but they're okay. And I find it to be more reliable than Open Code. Open Code's another option, right? They have several free models as well, but they tend to be kind of laggy. Like, I've noticed it just stops all of a sudden while it's working. I haven't had that happen as many times on Keeley Code. I think it's not Kimi Code. It's Keeley Code. So you can look that up. K-I-L-I, or wait, no, it's Kilo. Kilo Code. Wait, let me confirm this. It's, it's Kilo. I'm running on this computer right now to set something up. Kilo Code. Get that. Talk maxing. Hell yes, we are. Smarty, you know that Roblox values D30 retention to sort out that AI slop out of the algo. Dude, this is why we're saying, don't make AI slop. For all I joke about AI slop, I don't actually think you should make it. I don't think you should make a low-quality game. I think that you should make a game with AI, though. And everybody thinks that's a damn contradiction. It is not. When you make a game with AI and you hide it well enough, aka it is your tool and your slave, and you make it make you a game, and you actually put in, yes, effort, for all I talk about lazy maxing, yes, effort into actually getting that AI to make every last detail look good and human made, you can actually lazy max a whole game. Ironically, you sometimes have to put work into that. And it sounds backwards, but it ain't. But most people who make a game with AI, they expect one prompt to make the whole game. That's not how it works. You cannot just make a game with one prompt and have that game succeed. You cannot make a game that is just AI slop maxed in one shot. But I'm not telling you to one shot. I will sit here on this stream over hours prompting again and again to refine different aspects of the game to make it better. But here's the issue, right? If I'm just trying to build the game with AI, script the game with AI, make the UI with AI, right? It has to be a very specific type of game. Otherwise, it will come off as slop. And this is what no one understands in this community. Most games will be AI slop if you try to force AI to make it. Tycoon, simulator, I don't care what it is, RNG game, anime game, it will come off as AI slop. But some games don't. And that is what I'm saying lately. And I've seen this firsthand. Let me just show you. in my opinion, in my humble and honest opinion, no, my very arrogant and obviously right opinion, I think this game does not look like AI. And this is a game that I have built with AI. It's a work in progress right now. It is called Build to Survive Zombies. I've been yapping about it. And this is the project that I've been working on. And yeah, maybe the left side icons look like AI. Okay, we can improve them. But this looks better than most AI games that I've seen. The UI is actually good. I told it like some direction on this. Hey, and I can click and drag this around. I can drag this puppy around. Look at that. We got the hotbar right here. It's got a lot of detail on that, right? So a lot of polish. Inventory, pretty clean. Fades in and out. Shovel, I can mine. I can rebuild whatever I want for my defenses for when these zombies come. I currently actually have AI working on this in the background. I have to check if it's still working, if it needs a new prompt. But it definitely does, because it needs like feedback. This is why I haven't released it yet, because I want it to be good. I don't want it to come off like AI slop. I want to put actual work in. I know, it's crazy. The lazy maxer wants to put in work. Well, you can lazy max the code. You put in work into the direction. You put in work into the vision. You put in work into telling AI every last microscopic, autistic level detail to get it right. Okay, so you have to tell it like, okay, make the hotbar, make it so that when you equip, it rotates the item and it makes it flash, and there's this little effect. And you add up enough of those little pieces of polish and adjustment. And it also applies to the gameplay loop, don't get me wrong. It's not just visual polish. But if you do that, it's going to be able to actually make something get decent. And that's what nobody understands about AI, is that it can make something good. It's just most people don't actually try to use it in that way. So let's see when the zombies come. I'm trying to mine some stuff, get some dirt. This is a game that I was trying to test with people publicly. There were a couple of bugs, so I would like to test it with you guys. We actually should run a test right now, because why the hell not? But let's see. So there's a zombie that just spawned in. There's a pistol, right? I can shoot him with the pistol. I do need to add a sound for the pistol. So before I have you guys jump in, I want to add that. Let's do that right now. I need a gunshot sound. So give me a gunshot sound. Audio. And I know the game is really simple right now, but it shows a point. It doesn't have to be total trash. And voxels hide it. Or it doesn't just hide it, it's good at it. It's good at making a blocky world. So, I mean, we can sit here all day and say, you need 17 layers of polish. Okay, then add it in. If you want to use AI to do that, cool. If you want to do it yourself, cool. It will be slower, but go ahead. Let's see. Gunshot. I'm trying to find a gunshot. Gunshot fire. That's not good. That's not good. We'll use this one. You know what? I just want to get a sound effect in so we can run a test. Holy shit, what are all these folders? What are all these folders that it added? Holy moly. AI sometimes messes things up. But we're adding this sound in. I just want one pistol gunshot. And then, should I tell the Roblox Studio idiot to do this? Or should I tell my AI? I gotta tell my AI on my phone. So I text AI from my phone now to work on my computer. So I'm gonna tell him, let's do this. Real quick, before you continue, I want you to make the pistol gunshot 1 that I just added into replicated storage.btsd.assets.sounds to play whenever I shoot a gun. Doesn't matter what gun, just use it for all guns for now, including the pistol. Ship that update to Roblox Studio right away. Make sure there's no like outstanding dependencies in your current code, and then continue on with what you've been doing. Okay, so it's gonna do that. So I want the gunshot in. Left side looks AI. Yeah, we're going to improve that. Stop yapping and interact more with chat. Shut the fuck up and stop telling me what to do, ESTG. You looks like AI. Yes, I do. I am the AI slop master. So, of course, I'm going to look the part. Smarty gave me motivation to start Roblox development 3 years ago, and I've been a 3D artist for 2.5 years now. Thank you, Smarty. Thank you very much, Metal Darth. Tebow talking about a fancy new reset button today. Sick. This will get you out of the hood. Hell yeah. This will get me out of the hood. This will get me out of the suburbs. This is the game for me. But let's see here. Well, you kind of can with 2D based games. Yeah, you can make 2D games. 2D games are a good method if you have a good idea. But most 2D games will fail. And if you're trying to make a 2D game, you need to focus on making something that would actually work on Roblox, which very few things will, but I've seen a lot of, or not a lot, but some 2D games popping off. And a lot of you guys have too. Those have gotten players. But if you're trying to make one of those, you just have to know, like, Roblox is a 3D platform. So I would kind of take that method with a grain of salt, right? I'm always skeptical of it. Like, AI can one-shot 2D games, but Roblox has always been about 3D stuff, blowing stuff up, seeing your character actually jump around in the world, interacting with other players. It's always been about that from the start. So I want to see that 2D game thing proven more. And I want you guys to try. If you're going to try it, show me the results, because I don't think that is the meta. I think the meta would be voxel maxing. Do we have a ton of voxel games on Roblox that blow up? No, but I think the AI is uniquely equipped to do it. And it's different than the 2D games because it's actually aligned toward what Roblox is all about. It's still 3D, and a lot of blocky games did blow up in the past. And like I talked about, the Roblox Welcome to Roblox building thing, a lot of other games that were like that. But that is really my take on how Roblox development is shifting and how lazy maxing is shifting. And as I go through my process, right, the things that seem like they'll work, the things that seem like they're going to be a good idea are changing. And I've definitely updated my approach. So a lot of people want to say, your games suck. We had some idiots in chat saying that recently. Maybe some of them do suck. Maybe you aren't idiots. Maybe some of them do. But my new ones don't. So a lot of these people want to say that, but they don't see the new learnings. They don't see that, yeah, the process that I'm using actually is changing. Thank you very much. They're not changing game to game. Yeah, they are, actually. I was not making voxel games months ago. So, yes, we're actually changing the process. We're iterating. We're learning as time goes on. And no, nothing's going to be perfect. But that's really the response you're going to get from people when you release a ton of things that are unpolished and failed in public, right? Most people are actually too scared to do that type of thing. So I'm actually taking a very bold action by even showing this to you. Oh, my game failed. My game failed. My game failed. Oh, 12 games failed. Oh, he sucks at development. A lot of people are going to say that to you, right? Because it's a learning process, and most people don't understand what the fuck that is. So that's okay, and some people won't. But if you're making that in public, right, most people do that in private. Most devs who are big have had a learning process, have had shitty games, have had failed games. They just didn't show it to you on a 12-hour live stream. So most of you guys would be scared shitless to do what I'm doing right now. So I feel great about it. I think that this is a good approach to development because I'm doing it live. And yeah, you're going to get a lot of hate and shit, but you're also going to get a lot of good feedback that helps you to improve the games. And you're also getting attention, right? So you're getting attention on the games that you made. So I'm happy with this approach. And I made a lot of different projects. We made not just these two that I've shown on stream recently, but Fairy Build and Build to Survive Zombies. And I've been iterating on those. Those are like the recent concept behind like the voxel games, right? That's what I've actually turned into a real project. But I've also made a game called Be a Firework. Is inspired by another game. That game actually was my best done one. And if I look at, I wonder what the stats are right now because I have not gotten players. I have not been sponsoring because I'm broke maxing because I don't have a big game to spend money on sponsors with. But if I were to check this right now, it might actually be like halfway to the 500 highly, not 500. I'm almost going to say 500 because I'm so used to it. 250 highly engaged users requirement, which is what they are now because they lowered them to throw us a bone. But I still think they should lower them more. If I take a look, though, let's look at my stats right here. Let's pull them up. So if I look at my stats on this game, we have the, let's see, engagement. Where the fuck is it? Engagement. There it is. Nope, that's not it. It's not engagement. It's in reach. Right. Reach. So I have 115 out of 250 highly engaged users. So once I reach that requirement, I can get this out there to people under 16. But this is one game that I made. This is like a really simple game. But we've been making games over months. We've had dozens and dozens of streams, live streaming the lazy maxing process. So no shit you're going to learn something in that process unless you're stupid maxed. So it doesn't show. People don't think, oh, he's learned something. People don't think that you've learned something until you have a big success. So I can accept that. Until I have like 5,000 CCU on something, most people are gonna be like, he hasn't learned anything. Meanwhile, we're completely changing how we make games with lazy maxing. I've gone from trying to make like Write a Nuke. Take this as an example. Like, this is a damn good game for being made with AI. Not a perfect game, but like, I have to give myself credit. My older self, and 2 months ago, my past self, he actually did good work back in June doing this on those streams. We built Be a Firework, and then Be a Firework got turned into Write a Nuke. So I was trying the reskinning method. Some devs on Twitter have told me, this could do well. All your other games suck. But they were saying basically that this game could actually do well. So yeah, this one has 30 highly engaged users. That's actually not very bad. Like, some of these are doing better than I expected, but you know, with a little bit more push, maybe I could hit that. Some people are talking about the engagement ads right now. So everybody's like, 500 highly engaged users doesn't matter, because if you just spend money on engagement ads, which engagement ads, if you don't know, they are ads specifically designed to hit the people and reach the people who are in that group of engaged users, which, if you don't know, they're over 16, they verified their age, and they've spent money on Roblox continuously, and there might be a couple other things, but those are the main three. If they check those 3 boxes, they'll probably count as a highly engaged user. That's a lot. For one person, that's a lot. And getting an adult in your game, basic or a near adult, is hard enough to begin with. But we have this new feature where you can sponsor directly to those people. So you're spending money on a sponsor, you're spending money on ads, and instead of it going to everybody, and people who don't count as highly engaged users, even though they're over 16, because maybe they don't spend money, they haven't verified their age, whatever, right? You're able to hone in on just that group. And then it can theoretically raise your 250 engaged users. But the problem with that is, right, you're still having to spend that money to begin with. You still have to have the money. So most of us out here, if we're broke maxing, we don't have it. Oh, go earn it some other way. Sure. Go ahead and do that. But I think the 500 engaged users thing, which turned into 250, should just be removed altogether. But with that, what was I going to say? The 250 engaged users, but with the engagement ads, this is what I was going to say. I remember now, gained my train of thought again. Everybody was saying, well, it made it easier. I was able to hit the requirements. So that's good. I'm going to have to try that out when I get paid in a few days here from YouTube, which really is soon. I've been waiting on that because I've spent all my money this month, literally. That's why I've been saying I'm broke maxing, because all my money has gone out to AI, business, life. You know, it's literally gone. So I am going to be trying that out. We'll see how that does. I'm going to consider trying it on Be a Firework. I kind of lost faith in this concept. Like, it has 95 likes. It has 20,000 visits. This is an AI built game, and I don't think the quality's awful. A lot of people shit on the UI. Maybe the UI could be better. It could be remade. Sure, I can agree with you. It's not the best. But I think the general loop works. It was inspired by a game by a guy named Silky Dev, who made, if you know the game Lucky Block Battles, he made that. That has like hundreds of millions of visits, or billions at this point. And it's been around since like 2017. But he also made this game called Be a Paper Airplane. And I basically stole the core loop and I made my own version of it. So I stole the gameplay and I wrapped it in my own game. Thank you, Silky Dev, for the idea. Shameless. But I built this, and it's a decent game. I think the models could be better too for the fireworks, to be honest with you. But you know, like, you basically just launch off this tower, and it's more, honestly, the gameplay does look more interesting when you first join. But this is the game that has the most engaged users. So maybe I should promote and should push this out there with the engaged ads. I have not tried that because I've only had ads on this when I had money and when the engaged ads thing did not exist. So if I go to promote this experience and I go and I check out, let's see, create insufficient ad credits. I know. I don't have money. So if we go here, we have the 16 ad credits thing. Where's the setting? I'm just trying to find the setting, right? Right here, lapsed players, new players, recent players, engagement. Right. So right here, you can see the engagement ads are an option. That was not a thing before. So we have the engagement ads. We can choose that, build a dedicated player base by growing highly engaged users in your game. Engagement should only be used to reach eligibility requirements for Roblox Kids or Select. So if we go to the documentation here, which I have not read, it says the engagement objective reaches age-checked, highly engaged players who sessions count toward your highly engaged users' player threshold for Roblox Kids and Select, which we know Roblox has been split in 3. So Roblox is Roblox for 16-plus people, Roblox Kids for people who are 5 to 8, and then Roblox Select, people who are ages 9 to 15, so teenagers and tweens. So basically, if you want to reach anybody in those other 2 categories, you have to be over 250 highly engaged users, or you have to pay 100,000 Robux to bypass that wall, which is a stupid wall. And I've gone ad infinitum about how I think it should just be removed, not just lowered. A lot of people are saying, I'm just happy with this update. It's okay. It's okay. They gave us a bone and that's enough. No, they're just trying to pander to you a bit or adjust it a bit. Okay, they're complaining too much. Shut them up. Throw them a bone. All right, you done? You done, guys? No, I'm not done. I still think this is a problem. But, and there's better ways to solve this child safety thing. But anyway, engagement reaches age-checked players, blah, blah, blah. Use it if you want a direct path toward meeting the threshold. Many games reach the threshold organically over time, so using the engagement objective is optional. When using the engagement objective, keep the following in mind. Expect a higher cost per play. The highly engaged player audience is smaller than the plays audience. So basically, you're paying to get less people in your game, but these are a specific group who will get you toward those requirements. So then you can reach the people who you actually made your game for, which is the whole point. Use a dedicated budget. Consider engagement as a separate investment if your goal is to make progress toward the Roblox Kids and Select, blah, blah, blah. Instead of shifting from plays campaigns, track your progress. Engagement campaigns do not automatically pause when you reach your highly engaged player threshold. Track your progress and pause the campaign when you reach your goal. Allow time for results. Most campaigns require several days to produce meaningful results. If you don't see progress after 3 to 5 days, consider improving your game's onboarding and first-time user experience before continuing. Okay, so basically they're just giving you some advice. I would like to try the engagement ads because I think a huge problem before was that this didn't exist. And so we were kind of paying for this whole audience that didn't necessarily help us to reach that goal. So people on X, they're telling me, oh, this works. It's not a problem anymore. Yeah, it's not a problem anymore if you have money and a half-decent game. Okay, but it's still a problem to most devs. And I've spoken to these devs on YouTube for years. I've literally made videos for them since 2020 when I started making Roblox developer videos. And I know most devs are young or they are broke and they do not have enough money to advertise. They don't have enough money to do any of this stuff to bypass the 500 engaged users. At least before they'd have a chance. At least before they'd have a slight chance to get in the algo with a small ad spend and with normal competition. But now we have this stupid wall of 200 highly engaged users, 250, and I still think that it needs to go away. Like, who's with me on this? I think that it's a problem that it's there at all. Like, improve your AI moderation to remove condo games. If that's the big worry, I don't see how you can't detect a sexual game on Roblox with AI. It should be pretty obvious what type of content is in there and how it differs from a normal game so that we can have most devs who just want to make normal projects able to release their stuff on Roblox. I think that that's how it should work. And it's definitely increased the difficulty for me. And everyone wants to say, it's because you used AI. Okay, maybe some of these AI games suck, but that is because I didn't know voxel maxing. I didn't know about like the thing that I had to learn by making these failed projects, right? But I don't think it's entirely that. I think that the quality of the games, sure, that's one issue, but also the 500 engaged users thing, which was there for a while, now has been lowered, still did halt me from reaching younger users who might actually like Be a Firework. Like Be a Firework especially was pretty decent. It's more fun for me to show you this on a new account, so showing you the gameplay doesn't work as well on my main because it's like, okay, I'm already progressed. It's going to take forever to me to launch and hit the ground because the upgrade loop is basically upgrading the height of your tower and upgrading your firework, which both inevitably have the effect of making it so you go further, for longer, faster, and you kind of have to wait to reach the ground, and it kind of becomes kind of an AFK grinding game, hence why we had people paying so much Robux. Like, we earned like over 10,000, 15,000 Robux just from people trying to pay to upgrade that stuff. And we also had two guys. We had Darth and R5, which Darth was a mod. R5 was a really active dude back in like June. I don't know if he's been around for a while, but he was on the streams. They came from the streams, and they progressed on the leaderboard to like 10 quintillion floors or some crazy ass number. If I look at the leaderboard, you can see them. Let's see. Number one is Darth with 79.88 billion floors. So it was really an AFK maxing game and kind of a auto clicker benefits you game, which we actually added a trick so that we don't need auto clicker. When you're right about to hit the idle limit for Roblox for 20 minutes, we kick you out of the game, we put you into a different server, and then we shove you back in game. So we actually can infinitely keep you in game without you using an auto clicker, which is pretty sick for those of you who are on auto mode, auto launch off the building, and on an AFK. But then we have R5, he had 38 billion. There was like a data bug that like cleared his shit, so his stuff was kind of broken for a while, so that's part of the reason why he's so much lower. These guys were fighting for a while, but they all came from my stream, and it was really a grind max, AFK max game. But I mean, it doesn't look awful. Like, talk about the UI all you want. It's okay, right? It's better than a lot of most of the UI that I've seen generated by AI, even if it could be rebuilt and be way better. But also the general build, like the map looks okay. Like everything looks pretty good, like decent enough that I don't think a player would just leave immediately because it looks like AI slop. Like, trust me, I've seen AI slop, and there's plenty of games that look way more sloppy than this. Hell, we play them on our game reviews all the time. Damn, some people catching strays out here. But, yeah, there's some games that are more obviously AI, and there are some games that are not. And I think it's all about kind of not hiding the AI, but just making a better game with it. Can we just call it that? Making your slaves make a better game. I think that's the goal. But, yeah, let me come back here. And, yes, we're going to keep talking for a while. So a lot of people will be like, you need to stop. No, we're going to talk about important issues. Stop telling me how to run my stream. It seriously pisses me off. Don't stop yapping. To work. Shut the fuck up. Get the hell out of here. But anyway, it should at least cost $200 instead of $1K. What are we talking about? $200 for what? $200 for the 500 highly engaged users? For what? What are we talking about? Smarty should just get Roblox Plus for 2 months. Roblox Plus does not let me put the games out to people under 16. And this is a misunderstanding a lot of people have. So a lot of people think that if I publish a game and I pay the 1,000 Robux fee when I do not have Roblox Premium, that puts it out there to all users. It does not. It only puts it out there to people who are over 16. If you are under 16, you still have to reach the engaged users thing. You still have to pay the 100,000 Robux. So it doesn't matter, right? That is not the same thing as the 100,000 Robux expedited review. Roblox Plus does allow you to publish without paying the 1,000 Robux fee, but the 100,000 Robux fee is still there. So you have to understand that there's a big difference between those. You sure Dark wasn't just a crazy fan? He's a crazy fan, but I don't think that takes away from his playing of the game, right? He was engaged in the game. He likes to watch the streams. He's really active around here. He's a mod. Yeah, he's going to be biased toward me. But, I mean, I produced a game that was grindable enough to begin with for him to go and do that. So it's a game design thing. Of course, he's a fan of the channel. He likes to watch. He's really active, or he was. I think he's been on a kind of a hiatus lately. But that doesn't negate the fact that it had the capacity to do that. So I still think that other players would be able to do that. Yeah, he's a highly engaged user. He sure as hell is. But I think other players could do the same thing. And I think that the grindability does give it a good shot, better than some of the other games I've made. Some of the other games aren't grindable at all. Nobody wanted to grind them. Like, if it's just because of Darth being a big fan, then why doesn't Paint Wars have him grinding that 24/7, right? Because Paint Wars is not grindable. It's not AFKable. So there's something in the game design that worked in that game. And is it a perfect game? No. But I'm saying has a shot, and it's proven itself more than the other games. Like, it has more visits, partly because I gave it more attention, right? I promoted it on stream. I was working on it a lot. Hell, I even added a 4th of July update, which had no impact. But I also did a, what is it called? I'm trying to think. Brain fart. But Anyway, Be a Firework was a game that I put a lot of attention detail in. Oh yeah, I was saying I did a lot of sponsors on it. I think I spent more on sponsors on that game to begin with, but it's because it was proving itself. But let's see what you guys are saying here. How many visits did it have? 20,000 Robux. 20,000. Play ads are better. Play ads are not better for highly engaged users. So if my goal is to hit highly engaged users and hit the 250 and get it out there to people who are under 16, then that isn't going to work. That isn't going to be enough. So I need to get past the requirements. And the only way that I'm going to do that is if I can use those ads. Like, that's going to be the most useful tool Roblox has given us. So I agree play ads would be better, but only after you've hit those requirements. Before that, we're really focused on that because until then we're barred off from most players. We're barred off from the people who we want to reach, which are under 16 users, which most Roblox games are made for them. So Smarty, let's see, what are you saying? There needs to be studs and stuff. Yeah, I don't think that's the main reason that Be a Firework would fail. Studs is a popular style, but it doesn't mean the game's going to be successful just because you use studs. 1K fee for what? 1K fee to publish your game to all users. That's what I was saying. So when you publish a game on Roblox, if you don't have Roblox Plus, you have to pay 1,000 Robux to publish it to everybody who is over 16. People who are under 16, you're still susceptible to the 250 engaged users requirement. You're still susceptible to spending 100,000 Robux, expedited review fee, to skip that. They are separate things. And I've seen a lot of people in my comments and my live chat mixing the two up because Roblox added two fees that are for different purposes of publishing a game in a very short window of time. So I get why people got confused about that, but there is a difference. Like from my own experience, it's way faster for play ads to reach than engagement. Really? Well, people are telling me something different on Twitter than what you're saying. Maybe that's true, Blushny. I have seen a lot of people telling me it makes it worth it if you just use the engagement ads. I don't have the money to test it, so I would be happy if I did, but I don't. So in a few days, I'd be happy to test it out on Be a Firework and see. I wonder what happens. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe the game is too AI slop to succeed with anybody. Maybe, but I'm not able to know that for the under 16 users until I have access to them, until I can put it out to them. So I am going to push the AI slop out there to them the minute that I have the money. So in a few days, I'll be doing some engagement ads. We'll see what happens. And do I expect it to blow up instantly? No, but I would like to test that out. Would I like to test it out more on a new game? Yeah, but I mean, I just want to see what it does. Like, consider it an experiment. I'll probably spend like a very little amount of money. I'm broke maxing. I'm gonna spend like $5, right? But couldn't you just hit 500 players? 250 players? You can't just hit that unless you're promoting it in some way. So you kind of need to do the advertising no matter what. The ads are how you get the 250 engaged users to begin with. I don't just get those players by snapping my fingers or even by making a YouTube short. It's not enough. Maybe I'd be able to get them by like posting about the game every day, but I don't think so. So guys, let's test out. Hang on. Before we test this out, I need to see if this bug is in the game. So my AI has messaged me that my game update's in. So everybody wants to tell me to work. I'm the lazy maxer. Don't tell me to work. I would never do that in my life. I hate work. I like laziness better. But anyway, we have the Build or Survive Zombies. I'm going to publish this to Roblox. And I'm going to go to the group, and I'm going to go to, let's see, where is it? Don't join this with me. Now I know people are going to try to join this game with me. I am just testing something. Build to Survive Zombies. I'm simply testing if the voxel system works because it was weird. There was a bug in public servers where the map looked weird. It generated off. And then in a normal game in studio, it would work. Yeah, so it's still doing that. I'm going to have my AI slave fix that. And I'm going to send him I'm going to send this mofo a picture of the game. Hey, here's a picture on my screen, buddy. And then I'm going to prompt him with voice. So whenever I'm in studio, the terrain generates fine. But it's like you're trying to embarrass me. When I play the game live on Roblox, the terrain generates all weird, like a bunch of pine needle trees. I think it's pine needles beneath me. So I think trees are way over generating, and then I'm spawning on top of them. It's like there's 50 million pine trees spawning in on a live studio game, on a live server, which makes no sense, because in a normal Roblox studio place, it's fine. I think it's because it's randomly generated seed when we're on the live Roblox game, and inside the Roblox studio place, it is not that. It is the normal game that you generated, but I want it to be a procedurally generated seed no matter what. I want it to be random, but I don't want it to be random and all fucked up. So fix it. Okay, let's see what it does. So I'm telling my AI to fix this because I want you guys to be able to test this game. Build to Survive Zombies, which is my voxel game. I want to see how this game is with players. While I'm waiting for AI, lazy maxers play games while their AI works. They don't do anything themselves. So I want to go to Apocalypse Rising. I want to play Apocalypse Rising, guys. Let's play it. Because remember this game? You remember this game? I used to play Apocalypse Rising 1 back in the day. This is like a classic on Roblox. Nobody even plays it now. This is a zombie game, right? This is a zombie game. And you can team up with other people. And I think a lot of new gens don't know this. But this is a very cool zombie game on Roblox. I want to check this out, man. Let's check it out. Hopefully if it doesn't lag because I have so much stuff open. My usual problem. I want to see Apocalypse Rising. Like, this game, it's really detailed, but most people want simple games on Roblox, and that's the sad truth. Like, a detailed game will just... It will bomb a lot of the time because it's just, oh, I want a mobile game. You know, everybody yaps about AI slop all day until then they open their phone. They literally start playing a simple Roblox game that probably was coded by AI. That's the funniest thing about it. Okay, Soviet takeover event. This looks like it's way different than when I first played the normal Apocalypse Rising. Back when I was like 12 on my iPad, I would play the original. I did not play the new Apocalypse Rising 2 version. 7 Days to Die is nice, not voxel throw, and not on Roblox. Yeah, 7 Days to Die, I haven't played that game. I would like to try more zombie games, especially because I'm making one. I would like to inspire from them. What is the average monthly potential earning of a cash grab game with 1,000 CCU? It highly depends on the game. I would guess, like, you know, a good amount. I mean, $10,000 a month. It's really hard to say. I haven't owned a game that with that many CCU. So somebody in chat who might have had that many CCU could tell you better from their own experience. But you could make $10,000 a month reasonably if it's well monetized. Let's see. This is cool. This game, they were working on this game for years, dude. They were working on this for years. And I have not played it at all ever since they finished it. They only have 2K CCU. Y'all got to show this game some love. You guys got to play this with me. This is Apocalypse Rising on Roblox. And I do want to inspire from... I think I need to turn up my monitor's brightness because it's kind of dark. Where's the button? Like, I literally got to reach over. I got to turn the brightness up. Somebody told me my mic sucks. My mic doesn't suck. It was probably just too quiet because it was pointed away from me. That was way earlier. But let's see. Brightness. Brightness. We're going to raise that. Yeah, it's at 37. It could be at 100 right now. No wonder it looks dark. Holy shit. Damn. Okay, turn that to 100. Way better. I can actually see now. Like, huge difference. There were way too many Roblox games, zombie games back then. Or you said there were many zombie games back then. Yeah, there were a lot of zombie games. What happened to zombie games, dude? I feel like zombie games have died on Roblox. Does Gen Alpha not care about zombies? Like, do they just not want to play them? I want Brain Rot. I don't want zombies. That's cringe. I have no idea. When I was younger, I would love the zombie games. Those were one of my favorite things when I was like 9 to 12 years old, first getting on Roblox. Brightness maxing. Yes, we are. Try Project Apex Peak gameplay, bro. Is that your game? No self-promoing. We'll do a game review stream today later. Not right now. But, okay. Can I do a gunshot on someone? There's nobody to shoot. There's no zombies. There's nothing. See, that's the thing about this game. There aren't like hordes of zombies everywhere at all times. It's kind of intricately designed. They're also using like custom terrain. They aren't using voxel. They're using their own terrain system or whatever that they've built. Probably not handmade, but near it, right? Probably using a lot of plugins and junk. It would be a headache. Like, imagine building a game this complicated. It would be a headache and a half, dude. How long has this been in development? This has been in development since 2017. Damn. They've been working on this game for forever. And I remember the table used to be turned. It used to be that Apocalypse Rising was the game that had the players, and Apocalypse Rising 2 was dead because it was a beta and you had to play money up to get into it. Now I think you might not have to pay money. Do I have to pay money now? You guys tell me, because I must have paid for it a long time ago to try it out. But like, I have not played this game at all. Like, I'm just joining on a clean slate. I'm just like, I'm exploring the different areas. I literally do not know what to do. Well, I guess I just gotta loot towns, but I mean, I just don't. There's no combat yet. Maybe I'm expecting instant combat, but it's more like a giant, like, open world game where you kind of progress across time. It's not a game where you instantly join and there's gonna be tons and tons and tons of things to fight. Oh, the sounds are pretty good. Yeah, the sound design is great. You hear that? The devs behind this need more credit, but I've already argued long ago that simple games work better on Roblox, and I think that's proven by what's successful. But hey guys, if the 30-day retention update is supposed to have a massive impact on game development, oh damn, then why hasn't this game blown up? There was a zombie, I found one. Let's go. What does he have on him? What does he have? Is that a U.S. military ration menu? Well, that's just a menu. It doesn't have food. It's not a ration. Can I drive this? Can I drive this? No, I can't. Yeah, guys, this is my game. JK, I wish. Well, actually, I don't wish. It'd be so much work to make this, dude. The OG Apocalypse Rising's better, then why does it have less players? Why does it have less players then? No, I would love to play the OG Apocalypse Rising, but when I saw that there were 17 users online, I was like, hell nah. It's not even going to be fun to play, because there's nobody to play against. Oh, look at this. The lighting looks sick. Look at that. That's a really cool view. You don't get that many cool views on Roblox. This is one, for sure. Look at the rolling meadows in here. Look at the brightness of the sun. Look at the clouds. Sick, dude. Trees look nice. It's pretty beautiful. I would not want to build this because it takes work. Is this like a player up here? No, this is a zombie. I can't reload. Okay. See, now we're supposed to be making games, but we're playing them. We are making them. The AI is cooking in the background. Let's see. This is market research, by the way. What's in this house? Show me. Nothing, maxing. Nothing. Okay, okay. Drink some water. Okay, I can't pick that up. Okay. Empty. Yeah, there's nothing in here, right? The whole game was based on looting stuff. Like, that was a huge aspect. I was talking about this on a recent video or stream where you could literally loot people by... you would kill them and you would loot them, right? And you take their stuff. That's in most fighting games like this. But what I would do, I was an evil max 12-year-old. I would literally team up with somebody. You can add people to your team. And I would play with them. I'd act like I'm their friend. And then I would unteam them and kill them and take all their shit. It was so devilish. I cannot believe I did that as a 12-year-old. But I would. And I hope they patch that. Like, that was such an issue with old Apocalypse Rising. You could fake team somebody and then take all their stuff. It was pretty mean, man. But, oh, let's take a look at this. Because they wouldn't expect you to unteam them. It would be a small little notification on their screen. The zombies are pretty easy to kill. Like, most of them don't seem to have, like, any kind of... oh, this is like a low poly style for this stuff. I like the way this truck looks. It's a pretty good model. I've made things like this before, maybe not with that level of detail, but I could see myself modeling this. it wouldn't be that hard a model to make. Like, I could probably show you how to make this in Blender in like 30 minutes to an hour. But, as I was saying, yeah, they should not allow that for teams. Smarty, what's your time limit in your projects? Like 1 to 2 weeks? 4 hours. 4 hours or don't drop it. 4 hours, do not release it. If it takes longer than that. No, I'm joking. I would prefer my games to take 4 hours, but a good game often takes longer, so... I'm stuck with my knife. I literally don't have anything to fight these guys with. Come on, die. Blue sports drink, okay. Can't find room. What do you mean can't find room? Okay, but anyway, that's enough playing. I wonder if AI has shipped the update. Have you shipped the update, Mr. AI? Let's check. I think that it has, so it's done it. So I'm going to publish this to Roblox and see if the game has a proper map now. So we're going to go publish that, and now we're going to check out Build to Survive Zombies. No, how are the graphics so good even with normal textures? Damn, because they put in crazy levels of effort. They hard work maxed. So I can get behind that. This zombie game cooked. Yeah, not in the bad way. Oh shit, did it not publish or is it still broken? Okay, it still looks broken, AI. Are you stupid, Maxed? I think it is. But what's your goal, CCU, to hit with a zombie game? Everybody always asks me this. As many as possible. Please. As many as flippin' possible, dude. Okay, now the map has, what is this? Moss? The map is awfully generating. Let me tell it. It's better, though. Right? It's better because there's actual trees. And it's generating like an actual map. But it's still messed up. Alright. The map is generating. There's sand, and then there's like random moss on top of it, and then there's trees. The trees are not generating clusters, but now it's just moss. There's no grassy area as the main area. It looks like a random mess of just... Oh shit, I need to re-say that. I canceled it. Right now, the map generation got slightly better. The trees aren't all clustered on top on the map, but the problem is that the moss is generating rather than grass, and it's generating these random blocky chunks. And then there's sand below it. It makes no logical sense. It's not generating right at all. Make the biomes generate right. Make it so that it generates an actual grassy plain. And it looks kind of like the normal starter world that you made in Roblox Studio. Because right now it's not generating right still. It's slightly better because the trees are spaced out better. But it's still all screwed up. Alright, we're sending it that. I should also send it a pic. Let me get a picture... But, yeah, and I am messaging an AI working on this machine from my phone. All right, let's go. So, once that bug is fixed, we can literally test it. And it's a really simple game, but that's the point, right? I'm trying to figure out what AI can actually make, and I've landed on making games with voxels. Making games that are not having detailed models, like that truck we were just looking at in Apocalypse Rising 2. Not having all of this stuff that takes time and hard work maxing, which I don't want to do. I want a game that is instantly looking good, but made with AI. And the only way to do that is if you make it a blocky map. You kind of make it like Minecraft, like this. So this is how it's supposed to look, right? Like way flipping better, dude. Like this actually looks half decent. Even after playing like Apocalypse Rising, like if I compare these side to side, this doesn't look awful. Because I didn't force it to make stuff it can't make. I didn't force it to make beautiful buildings and all of these meshes in Blender with the realistic trees and custom textures. No. AI cannot make the RTX on Dream game that you have in your mind. But if you want it to build and script, not just script, you got to voxel max. So that's what I've been doing. And that's like the supreme form of lazy maxing I've worked on so far that I've achieved and gotten to. Because I had to invent that concept. Because all the other stuff wasn't working. And I do want to make things 100% with AI. I've said that a ton and a ton of times. I would rather not use manual labor because I am a solo dev with limited resources. And I'm not perfect. And also I like speed. So I would like a game that's done fast. I want a game that does not take time to produce. So give me the voxel max stuff. Give me the stuff that's blocky, because then at least it can be simple and doesn't look bad. At least then AI can cook it and it doesn't look awful. Like I can actually place all these blocks down. Let's see, pine log. I think it saved my stuff when I rejoined, but I need a crafting table, dude. So I need to mine some wood. It seems like I have 6 pine logs in my inventory, and yet it's still not working right. Like it's still not showing me the. I gotta kill this guy. It's not showing me. Oh, the gunshot works. That is way better with an actual gunshot, dude. Damn. But anyway, as I was saying, it didn't make me able to craft the crafting bench. I'm supposed to be able to craft it with 4 logs, but it didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna just mute you, Xenon. Knock off the spam. Yeah, thanks for muting him. You're 100% right. No, who are we talking about? Well, personally, then you don't get an arrow, which has massive lasting CCU. I don't know what we're talking about. What are we talking about? Papa Smurf said, I felt, in my opinion, AI is not good enough to make good games. I would personally just make games with a team, which has better chances of CCU. Yes, if you have money. And that's the thing that you're missing. You have to have money or immense connections who are down to work, which is not most devs. And even if they do have that, most people are going to flake or not be interested to work on a project to begin with and collaborate on that sort of thing. But I need to mine some more oak logs. Let's have it fix this. Let's tell it all the bugs. There's another bug. So sometimes I can have like 6 oak logs in my inventory, but if I join the game and it was loaded in with that, it doesn't show the crafting bench craft button on the left hand side. So I want you to fix that so that the crafting bench craft button always shows if I have enough wood. Doesn't matter what type of wood it is. Okay, we're gonna do that. It's fixing a lot of things right now. I know there's some errors. I will also send it these. I don't know what these are about, but we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. I need to send it to that ChatGPT chat because I am using a custom GPT, which allows me to have free unlimited codecs. It's a trick we learned from people yesterday on stream. People were showing me how to do this thing where you can basically set up a custom GPT, and then when you run out of your codex limits, it lets you use this and not run out anymore. You can hook it up to a bridge on your Mac or your Windows computer, and it will literally be able to code from ChatGPT onto your Mac, like using your ChatGPT limit, which, as we all know, ChatGPT doesn't have a damn limit. They rate limit you, but they do not have a weekly limit, which makes this insane and highly overpowered, which is why I've been exploiting it. But if it's spread too far and wide, they might remove it. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. It is allowed by OpenAI. It's kind of a underground method that gives you a lot of usage and is kind of crazy that it even works. So I'm having my AI do this because I'm actually broke maxing and out of codex right now, but I was able to use this, which it's insane that it even works, but it does. So I'm not going to complain. But let's see. Make AI games equals money. Spend that money in the form of funding for your real non-slop or non-AI game. And you need a team as well in this algorithm. You can't solo, sadly. Yeah, you're exactly right. In this modern Roblox, it is a studio-only Roblox. So get with it. Get yourself a team. But first, you got to get funds. And making AI games, does it support you to get funds? No. Hasn't for me. Only if you can make a big, successful game, which means you have to make something AI is good at making. So I stopped giving AI jobs that it's shit at and started trying to give it good jobs that it's good at, like generating a voxel map procedurally, generating a world with math instead of generating a world through trying to place parts haphazardly to build a tycoon or to build a skyscraper and build a skyscraper. Destroy a skyscraper. It does not work to get it to build most Roblox games, but it does work for certain types of games. So that's really the goal. How many successful games have you had? I don't have any successful games. I've had old successful games that were meme games, medium levels of success, not massive, but it's been years. I'm trying to make a new one that's successful. I'm asked this all the time. You're probably new, but the answer is none right now. We're trying to make a game that hits finally, and that takes a lot of damn effort, dude. One of these games has to work. That is the thumbnail. That is the title of this stream for a reason, right? They haven't worked, but one of them has to. And yes, I do like these. I love these thumbnails, right? These are really sick. We've been using all of these for these streams. Yes, it is LazyMax. Would you expect any less of me? No, you shouldn't. It is made with ChatGPT, but I have it generated the way that I want. They're pretty sick. Like, I was doing it way simpler before. Like, look, this is the Hard Work Max thumbnail. This is designed by hand. The LazyMaxing Live one, all these other ones, designed by hand, right? These are supposed to be better. No, look at that. These are AI. The AI ones look better than the human ones, right? So AI isn't always worse than humans at things. Sometimes it's better. And yeah, I know I didn't spend a ton of time on those thumbnails because they were stream thumbnails. So I was like, get it done as fast as possible because I was streaming daily and doing it myself. And I'm starting to do daily streams again, or I have been for a while, and we're going to continue it. I intend on it. Multiple daily streams every single day, or most days, especially if we get a game review. We're about to do a game review later today, guys, so stick around. We are actually going to do a second stream, and I have LazyMaxed, yes, and vibe coded with The Method, which will not be overly spoken about, but The Method has allowed me to upgrade my website, because even though I'm out of Codex and VLOD, which Codex is resuming tonight at 8:45 p.m., so best believe I'm going to be awake for that, but it doesn't matter, because I have Unlimited for free. Crazy stuff. Thank you guys for showing me the method. But anyway, enough talking about it. Don't talk about it. Yeah, I shouldn't. But yeah, we basically updated the website, and now we are no longer taking your super chats. Don't send me money. Have you ever seen a streamer say that before? Yeah, so for game reviews, we usually take a $10 for priority review, which jumps you ahead in line. And we also have free reviews, so it's not all, paid. There are free reviews, but it's RNG whether you'll actually get one. Priority review guarantees it, and then instant review gets you an instant review. Like right then, you skip whoever's going, and I instantly review your game. So this used to be done through YouTube Live, and there's a lot of problems with it. Like the first problem is that YouTube Live is based on a 30-day window. So if I do 30 days of videos or 30 days of streams, I get paid at the end of that month. That doesn't work for me as a grown-ass man who needs to pay his bills and often is an odd number of the month. Or I need to pay for the new Claude subscription because Claude is extorting me for money and I need my new update. I need my new 20x so I get more use, right? It's not going to work for me to be paid every 30 days. This allows me to be paid instantly. So yes, I just saw somebody, the number went up. Somebody submitted their game. Hey, we aren't live right now. But yes, you can submit it ahead of time. But basically we did that, and now we don't have to deal also with YouTube's 30% thing. So YouTube takes 30%, and they take that off the super chat. Now I don't have to deal with that. This is 100% or 99% goes to me, like some small percentage goes to Stripe. So it's pretty good. And we actually got three. We got 3 paid reviews yesterday, lower than the other streams, but those were our first 3 on the website, which were pretty sick. So LazyMaxing is not just about game development. You have to understand that. LazyMaxing helps your entire business. So LazyMaxing has helped my business, already has made me money. So it ain't all sad. We do got some good stuff going with it. Not all the games are not all the stuff I've made has flopped. Let's just say that. I think this website is going to help me a lot. Of course, I sell scripting secrets on here, but also generally just a lot of different Roblox development resources, and the reviews are pretty sick. So the reviews, game reviews, I love doing those streams. We're going to do more of them. Those seem to be your guys' favorite. And yes, we're talking a lot this stream. Sorry, not sorry. Just how it is. If you don't want that, if you don't want to hear me talking about important Roblox development topics and LazyMaxing and my projects, leave. That's what you're here for. You are here for my projects. If you don't like that, I don't know why you're here. But anyway, the Roblox development reviewer. I am the only one doing this that I know of. So I'm glad that we got the proper setup. It also has a cool feature, like it will notify. So if somebody's having their game reviewed, it notifies us at the top, and you can set notifications on for the website so that it plays a sound whenever the next game goes on, and then you just click right here, and there will be a play button on the right, big old green play button. So pretty sick, but Also, one last thing. So this is what I'm going to say. So I'm working on adding a Robux option because people are asking me, can I pay for a game review priority in Robux, right? So if game reviews are free, as I said, but you pay if you want it instant or you want it to be pushed up in line. So we're adding the Robux option because you can pay through card, through Stripe. You can also pay through PayPal. And then if I was just sticking with Super Chat, see how hard it would be for us to do game reviews with Robux payment. I don't know how we'd even do that. But since we have a website, it can detect through a system that Codex is setting up, right? Or GPT, rather, is getting coded for us so that it can figure out when you send a Robux transaction and then give you access to an instant or priority game review. But it would have to be in the equivalent rate. So it would be, I don't even know how much Robux that would be. It would be like $10 divided by 0.0038. Because I'm going to do it in the DevX rates, which any sane dev would do. That isn't, wait, no. 10 times 0.0038. That must be it. No, I'm not. How do I do the math on this? God damn it. The math is not mathing, but that actually might be accurate. 2,631 Robux. That actually might be accurate. That might be the amount. So I think it's going to be 2,631 Robux or whatever, round it down or up for the $10, and then the $20 will be 5,200. So something like that. So actually, I think that is accurate. My brain was wondering if that math was right. No, the math is right. And that's how you know. That's the DevX rate right now. So Roblox DevX rate 2026. So for people who are just normal users, it is 0.0038 per Robux. So that's how it is. And then 18 plus users, it is 0.0054. So basically, we could average these, but I'm not gonna stupid max that. I'm just gonna do the 3.8. Okay. So that's interesting. How you guys out there who have big games right now, have you seen a benefit from making a game for 18 plus users? Like, have you guys seen yourself make substantially more? Because we get 42% more money for getting 18 plus users in our game, which is crazy. And it incentivizes making those games. But I think most devs can't afford to make those games because what? They're solo devs. They have limited resources, and they have a higher expectation of quality. They have a higher expectation of complexity, of 3D models, of game depth. That all takes time and resources, and everybody wants to ignore that fact. It's not instant to make a game, and it's definitely not instant to make a game for the adults who have huge standards. They play Call of Duty and compare every Roblox game to that. They play GTA 6 and compare every Roblox game to that. So kids have a lower threshold for quality, and devs want to make games for that audience. Call that good, call that bad. That's who they want to reach because they can't. It's not even developer greed, right? They think it's easier to make money from kids. No, maybe. But the main thing is that making a game for kids is easier because they aren't trying to gauge it on the graphical complexity or the gameplay having a 30-layer story and this massive campaign or whatever. They're just judging it on, oh, is this fun to play? Is this like Candy Crush? Is this like Subway Surfers? It feels like a mobile game that's super engaging, hooks me in instantly, keeps me coming back, gives me quick dopamine. Kids have that faster desire for just a fun game that gives them dopamine, that is engaging, that they can keep playing, yes, but doesn't necessarily need the fancy graphics and all the crazy stuff adults expect. So I don't expect most devs to be able to fulfill that and actually gain from that 18 plus DevX because we aren't really trying to make games for that audience. So let me check out the live chat. Glad you're using the method now. I am using the method, and from here on out, I really need to chill out on talking about it and just say the method. It is the method. Let's check if AI has let me know about any updates on this. Is it done? Let's see here. Is it done? I'm fixing this. I think it's still fixing. Yeah, it's still working. Still working. You're taking forever, idiot. Yeah, it's taking a while. But anyway, but the main user base is 18 plus, so probably not. Is the main user base 18 plus? I'm pretty sure it's still under 16s, but let's check. Are most Roblox players 18 plus, or are they under 18? What is the latest data on this? Most Roblox players are under 18. Yeah, so I'm right on that. 35 to 40% of daily active users are under 13. This is data that Google is pulling from what source? This is pulling directly from Roblox's mouth. So I'm pulling this up on Google. Under 13, 35 to 40% of users. And you think the 500 highly engaged users requirement isn't a big deal. Or now it's the 250 highly engaged users requirement. You think that isn't a big deal. Dude, look at this. Look. Most of your players, literally, like a huge portion of them are going to be under 13. And then, let's see, 38% of users are ages 13 to 17. And then 27%. So most of them are actually ages 13 to 17. So right under and slightly over that highly engaged users requirement. But look, a massive portion are under 13. Only 27% are 18 and older. So a very small amount of users are 18 and older. So that's another reason why they're doing the increased DevX. You get 40% more money per Robux if you're DevXing. So that's another reason why is they want to incentivize more older users coming to the platform. So that's a real thing, but it isn't really feasible for most devs to make those types of games is the point I'm making. Let me check the... Dang, I wish I knew the method like, dang! Yeah, if only you knew, dude. You'd be so lucky. But, let me check something. So, I'm trying to pull the YouTube back up so I can actually go to YouTube Studio where the chat works better. Ah, screw it. I'll just go to the... I'll go to the live. Hang on. Pull the chat back up. Guys, drop your game ideas for the game. Defend an apple. You defend an apple from flying lives and crawling worms. Yeah, you should. Flying knives and crawling worms. Exactly. That's a game Fear actually collaborated on because that's one. That is one that I made on stream and invited volunteers on, and Fear submitted a lot of models, which I really appreciate. He built them by hand, and they were pretty funny. He had the mighty orange, like a giant orange that he made. It was sick. The more you guys fund these Smarty AI games, the less Smarty will make AI game streams, as he will make that money used to fund real games, LOL, but only if y'all support him and help out with bills. Yup, exactly. Yeah. Well, you could support me in a way that benefits you. You can support me however you choose if you want to do that. You don't have to, but... I try to make it so it's beneficial. It's like a product, like a business exchange, right? That's why I do the game reviews, because you're paying money, not just for a super chat or a donation, which yeah, you got to see me in chat and ask a question, cool. The bigger deal is, I got my game reviewed for 10 minutes, and I got a lot of detailed feedback that helped me to improve it and maybe get more players or better stats. So that actually benefits you directly. So that's why I know. That's why those are the streams where people donate the most on. People don't donate on these streams nearly as much because I'm working on vibe coding, and yeah, we're talking a lot. You're yapping. Yep, we're yap maxing. We're talking a lot on this stream, but usually we're doing a lot of vibe coding on these, and there's a lot that goes into that. As for just working on my games, but there's not a lot for you. Like, you don't benefit from Super Chat. There's no product tied to it. It's just out of the goodness of your heart, which we do have people who do donate on these, but just not as many. But yeah, that's why I like the game reviews. We're going to do another one today because we've hit our dono goal. Like the dono goal, or it's not even the dono goal anymore. It's like the money goal, right? If we hit $50 in donos or game review priorities, basically we get another game review. And I think we have, what is it? Just about one or two more to do. And then I think we're almost there. I think we have one more that we owe you. So that's one today. And then we owe you, it's really hard to keep track of because we owed you one game review. And then we hit the $50 goal twice on the first game review stream a few days ago. And then we hit the 50 goal twice again. So really that means we were owed yesterday's game review. And then we're owed today's. And then after that, I think we're $30 to the next one. So I won't be doing one tomorrow unless we hit the $50 goal again today, which we probably will, in which case I will do it tomorrow. So it's like this roundabout way to say we'll probably do another game review tomorrow because people do actually pay for the priority reviews. They're pretty popular for what they are. I mean, game reviews in general are popular because everybody wants their feedback. They want it shown on stream. They want the promotion. They want the attention. You know, who doesn't want the love? So the game reviews are definitely the big hit around here for streams, and I get that because it's about you. It's not about me, and that's what people care about. People care about themselves. Duh, who doesn't? Everybody cares about themselves. So the game review streams work well. Everybody wants their game featured. They want it up front. They want it on the big screen. So do show up for that. We're going to do that here in a bit. Another game review stream, yes. Yes, and yes. I'm going to try to actually do a test with you guys here on Build to Survive Zombies once it launches the fixes so we can actually get something done vibe coding-wise and say, we actually did do something today. But it is a real process sometimes, getting AI to fix these bugs. But have you made it so that now free submissions are RNG and not in order? Yeah, we've been working on that. I've worked on that. But like, it would be fun if you turn this Roblox bugged game called Drive of the 21st into a better hyper-realistic graphics Roblox game with realistic mechanics and less bugs. That game is fun, but bugs occur during solo. Yeah. Have any big devs asked to collab with you, or if one did, would you accept? I would accept. Big devs, somewhat big devs have asked to collab with me. I've had guys on this stream want to work. I've had people reach out to me offhanded. Not like the biggest devs on Roblox, but like decently sized devs, like a few thousand CCU. I think I remember a few guys reaching out to me on Discord after a stream. Row Builder has wanted to work. He's not like a massive dev, but you know, he's been around, and he's definitely a guy I respect in the space, who I also have worked with in the past on different videos and live streams, so I'd like to do that. But yeah, I get those types of requests. It's just nothing solid usually comes out of them because I'm so focused on my own games that I don't tend to do collabs, though it would benefit me to do one. I'd like to do one. Main person I'd like to collab with, honestly, Row Builder, we should do that because he's a builder and I'm a vibe coder, so it kind of goes hand in hand. Like, it just makes the most sense. And we've also kind of known each other in YouTube space for a long time, so it would just be a logical collab for us to do. During solo. Yeah, I don't really know anything about the game you're talking about, Fear. Drive on the 21st. Yeah, I don't really know about that. But where is the monster at? That is the important question, Mr. Lavarius. So the answer is, I am too damn broke to drive and buy a monster. I literally don't have gas in my car, and I do not have monsters. And that is not a cry for help. That is just my state of the situation. Do not donate me. Oh, I feel so bad. It's my fault. It's my fault. I'm working on games. I'm not publishing videos. I'm broke maxing this month because I am so focused on this, and the games ain't returning money, right? They ain't making money, so I have to do other things to make money. And I'm lucky to live with my dad, not live alone, right? Because then I can even do this. I can keep doing the streams. But I do need to raise that, so I'm working on it, working on making a successful game. But if that doesn't work right, make more guides. I'm going to make more YouTube guides for sure. YouTube guides tend to make me a good amount of money. Like, the reason that the channel isn't making me as much is I'm just not publishing the right videos. Like, if I was publishing tons more videos, my money situation would be different. But my time that would go into making, say, a scripting guide or a vibe coding guide or whatever, which we did start recording a vibe coding guide, didn't finish it. I got to finish that new one because it would get views and make some money. But the reason is I'm putting all that time into games, and the games are failing, and the streams don't really make a ton of money because they're medium-sized, small-sized streams. So that's the situation you end up in. So that's how it is. That's why I also do the game reviews more. Now, I'd like to focus on those. Why I lowered the goal so we can do them more often, because the game reviews are my most successful streams money-wise, because there's a reason for people to donate. There's a reason for people to pay on those streams. There isn't so much of a reason on this stream, which I totally get, because it's just like, okay, I felt like donating. But not everybody feels like donating, and that's fine, right? There's no benefit to you. I get it. So on the game review streams, I think the donations just end up working so much better. So we're going to do those. Those generally get like, what, $100 in donations? Pretty damn good. Like a good amount. So it works well. I can donate you 50 Robux. Yeah, donate me 50 Robux. Bro, does any of your games have high CCU? I just explained how I'm broke maxing and I can't even buy a monster. No, I don't have high CCU. Wait, so you have high CCU and you're giving bad advice? No, I don't have high CCU. Build and Survive Zombies will be your next 0 CCU game. A way to be an asshole. You have a reason. Do you have a reason, my friend? Or is that is not constructive criticism? What would you make better about the game? All right, let's check this out. Build to Survive Zombies. Let's go. What do you think about shady maxing? What the hell is shady maxing? That being like Eminem? Let's see here. Oh. It's working, I think. I think it's working. Hey. Oh, why'd it close? Why'd it close? If you could come up with an original idea and maybe not use fully AI and use your brain, you'd have more CCU. All right, dude. All right. Cool, man. You know how many times I've heard that? Let's get in this game. So this is my new game, Build to Survive Zombies, and I do think this is original. Thank you very much. At least in modern Roblox. Yeah, it's inspired by old Roblox, but I ain't making a fucking brain rot game. I ain't making Steel of Brain Rot 3. So yeah, this is my next shot. But yeah, this seems to be working. So I'm gonna publish this to Roblox, and we're gonna test this shit out. Let's see what happens. Build to survive some zombaroonies. Yo, the game ain't bad, yo. That's what I'm saying. So, hating is easy, Tyler. You didn't even achieve half the things Smarty did. Yeah, it's easy. He can fuck off if he keeps talking shit. But anyway, what the fuck? It's still broken. All right, AI, are you stupid? Like, you see this bug? It's weird because it works in Studio and then it breaks on the live Roblox game. Don't join it. Don't join it. The game is still broken on live game. Like, figure out why it's still broken on a live game. Right now, it's a ton of rocks spawning a lot of the time. So it's just like the rocks and the moss and the bushes are what are screwing it up. It seems like the general like grass is working now. You just need to really fix that and make it not so noisy and spammed everywhere. Okay? Just learn to how to come up with good ideas. All right. All right, you're getting muted. Congratulations on earning that. All right, if it breaks on live game, it's probably a loading issue. It's not a loading issue. It's a breakage on the live game because it is just screwed up in the code. I think it's just different when it's in a live game than in actual Studio. So we're going to fix that. It's getting better, though, because before it wasn't even spawning in grass on the ground. Now it's just spawning in too many rocks. But it's weird because in Studio, it runs fine. But in the game, live on Roblox, it doesn't. So we're gonna give this a shot on my awful idea, Build to Survive Zombies that everyone would hate. Jesus Christ, you can't with some of these people. This is an awful idea. Yeah, totally not this game like blowing up in old Roblox. I remember it was pretty poppin'. Some of these guys, but anyway, give me some dirt, give me some wood, give me some blocks. Like, see, it looks fine in game. It looks good, you know, but it's in shitified on the actual live Roblox website. So we're gonna fix that, and then we're gonna give it a good old test. So yes, we are actually working today. I know, it's unbelievable. Old Roblox doesn't equal to new Roblox. I'm aware. I've talked about... In fact, you're talking to the guy who literally said old Roblox was more slop than new Roblox, which I got a lot of flack for. Even threats of violence. Crazy. But, like, borderline. But, on Twitter. But I think that, yeah, Roblox has changed. I think that these games, you can pull the idea out and test it. You don't know. How about this, motherfucker? You don't know if the game is going to be big until you put it out. So that's why everybody's, why have you published so much slop? Because I don't know if players will like it until I publish it. So I'm going to publish shit tons of AI slop max games until one of them works, right? And are you going to learn from each one? Yes. Are you going to change them on each one? Are you going to try to make them better? Yes. And that's where people lose the plot. They're like, what? Make it perfect on game one. Make one game. I'm like, no. That's not how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do it my way. And that's going to, if you're doing this in public, yeah, you're going to get a lot of shit for that because you see the failures live. And it's really easy to criticize failure. Really, if you want an easy thing to do, if you want like easy content, go and criticize people for failing. Go and criticize people for making a failed project before they have their hit, before you have some level of success on a new game or whatever. Just go tweet and just shit on them all day. And it's easy content because it's true. The games suck. Yeah, true. Many of them do. The games are dead. They have 0 CCU. True. All true. I can't argue with you. It's all true. The allegations are true. Right? So what am I going to do? I'm not going to sit here and say, no, it's not dead. No, it doesn't suck. Like, no, some of them suck. I've learned from it. So yes, they have 0 CCU. I've learned from that too. And I'm making new games. Okay. You win, hater. You win. You're right. Is that what you wanted? So, I mean, you can't win with these people until you have a big game. And then they're going to be like, oh, well, I knew he was right. All along, he had it. I knew he would succeed. He would blow up. But, yeah, it's just how it is, dude. But most people are not going to do what I'm doing. Like, let's just be honest. It sounds like I'm glazing myself, but it's true. Like, most people would not publish failed games in public over and over. They would quit. They would stop. Or they would hide it once they saw people attacking them on the internet. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, honestly. Dude, I want to keep publishing games. I want to keep publishing AI slop max games. That is the goal. The same thing goes for regular, fully passioned games. Yep. There are also AI games that have succeeded, so you can't assume AI games will fail. Yeah, exactly. You fail on everything, so what's the difference? I only watch these streams so I know what not to do in game development. All right, dude. You're another one of these people. Another one of these motherfuckers, right? Who wants to point out failure. Yes, you win. You are right. I failed. I made a lot of failed games. I have failed thus far. Yeah, everybody fails. Everybody has to fail before they succeed. Most people don't show that failure in the process. So, when I have 10,000 CCU, if that ends up happening, beats me if it will. I don't know. But whenever that happens, then the narrative changes. Then it's like, oh, look, I knew he'd be successful all along. Smarty had it in him. Right? It flips. But, yeah. So, success never comes instantly. Yeah. Even if it's like if it's a big old passion game you've been working on for years, it can still fail. It's not just the tooling or the process you used to make it that makes it fail. It's the idea. It's the game design. Everybody tells me that game design. You know what game design is, Smarty? I'm like, yeah. Have you seen my content? Maybe I've talked about game design like over like what 10, 20, 30 videos. Maybe I know a thing or two about it. But well, if you knew game design, you'd have big games. Well, maybe, or maybe I didn't come up with the right idea, and that's what the issue is, right? So it can't just come down to this vague idea of game design. Like, what part of game design? What part of the game design is wrong? Please do constructive criticism. Game design often, it's funny, like people will take perfectly good terms like game design, and they'll turn it into an insult. Like we can talk about game design all day, but then they'll be like, well, you know what? You are just an idiot who doesn't understand game design. Ha ha ha. Like, we'll take a concept that could be used to improve your game, and we'll just flip it into a gotcha like slop. Like, that isn't really the point of game design. The point of game design was to make a fun game, not to sit here and say and call out who's the better game designer and like make this measuring contest on Twitter. So it's literally, it's funny, but it's sure game design failures, but everybody wants to tell you, like, study the science of game design before you make a game and get really good at that. I have had multiple people tell me that. It's like the only way you're going to learn that is by actually making games. Like, maybe you can learn some game design theory, but like most of the stuff comes from the data, like the analytics. Like, okay, let's see, the day one retention's at 10%. Let me guess. Why is that? The tutorial sucks. Or whatever issue it is, right? Like, you need an actual game to measure against. You can't really determine game design in your head. Like, there has to be something that you make with it. And that's why I like AI. And a lot of people miss that is, Smarty likes AI too much. It's like, actually, I like AI because of game design. I like AI because it allows me to test game design faster. It allows me to test like a core loop concept for a game instantly and publish that instantly. So yeah, I'm going to AI slop max and publish some things that you're not happy with, but gets me information. So I bought that, right? I bought that through devs being unhappy with me on Twitter. Whatever. I can deal with that. But then I get out of that a bunch of analytics, a bunch of people's feedback. This is shit, that is shit. And now I can go in and fix that on this game or the next game that I make. So like, I've learned that the hard way. Like, okay, AI is bad at making most games. Okay, cool. I will make other games. I learned that simulator maxing doesn't work with AI. Okay, I'm going to voxel max. I'm going to make Build or Survive Zombies. I'm going to make Fairy Build. I'm going to make Moonwreck. I'm going to make one of these games. And Fairy Build and Moonwreck are like sandboxy. 2 sandbox max. Something bounded and simple would be the best. Build or Survive Zombies. Everybody wants in chat is saying, oh, it's old Roblox. He's stuck in old Roblox. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just getting ideas out of it that are plucked out and maybe haven't been redone yet. We've seen plenty of games that have been like redone and have done well. Or plenty of games from old Roblox that are still doing well. Like I think Epic Minigames. Is Epic Minigames still got players? Yeah, like look at this. Epic Minigames. I remember playing this back in like 2017. Still has players today. It was made in 2015 when I started Roblox. Literally like right after I started Roblox, it was made. And it was updated in 2026, right? And Epic Minigames has been around for a while. So, like, just because a game came out of old Roblox or medium-term Roblox doesn't mean that it has to fail in new Roblox. It just has to be revamped to the quality standard that new Gen Alpha kids and all these new players have, which is a very high standard. And I realize AI does not automatically meet that standard. But what AI does allow you to do is make a rough draft, is make a pencil sketch, is make a design, is make a concept, an idea of what you could make, is make a game that could be tested in studio in 10 minutes, right? I couldn't test like a game loop in 10 minutes before when I had to manually code everything. So like, do we care about a game design in our head or do we care about a game design in reality? That's what I care about. I care about a game design that's actually been made, right? So I can, because Build or Survive Zombies, I have Codex basically working on it right now. Free GPT, working on it right now, right? And it's actually just finished. It claims to have fixed the bugs. So we're going to check that out. Because I have this, I'm able to test this idea right away, right? Way faster than if I was coding it by hand, where I make it a prototype takes fucking forever. So if you guys want to tell me, well, you shouldn't make AI games because they suck, you're missing half the problem. Maybe they do suck, but you're missing the rough draft phase, right? You don't make a perfectly drawn out, designed sketch that or a color pencil color drawing without making the pencil part first. Maybe AI is the pencil, and then after that we hard work max it a bit, we polish it up, or we just use AI to paint it and color it and make it look clean too, and make it look like a finished creation. Like, that's how I see it, right? But everybody misses iteration. Like, everybody thinks everything is stuck on version 1. If you made a pencil sketch, it's stuck as a pencil sketch forever. Like, I don't fucking think that's true. But yes, why am I testing in studio? It's useless. The bug is in a live game, so that's stupid, Max. Let's test it on a live website. So if I publish this to a live website right now, and I take a look, Build or Survive Zombies, and I go play this right now, and I go check this out, let's go see what happens. So, yeah, we're about to hit the 2-hour mark, by the way. That's sick. But anyway, I don't understand the zombie one, though. Why do people play yours instead of other people's games with the exact same idea and much higher quality? All right, point it out. What is the game that you think is higher quality, and what is higher quality about it? The minute that you tell me that is the minute I will take your advice and improve the game with it. But you are telling me vague bullshit. That is it. You're telling me vague BS, and you are not giving me something specific to improve. That is everybody's problem. You want to criticize, and you don't want to give anything constructive. At that point, it's just hate. Like, I'm not saying you're a hater. You're probably not a hater. Or it's just like some vague, like, just unbacked claim, right? It's hate or it's just this unbacked claim. Like, give me the proof. Okay, what sucks about my game? Please, I'm begging you. Tell me what sucks about my game. Most people will not give you specific feedback. They just want to say it's trash. My game reviews do this with a very specific thing in mind. I avoid just calling a game trash straight up. And some people get mad about that because they're like, move on to the next game faster. But the reason why is because they just want to brush it off as trash, not give them something specific as to improve, because that takes thought. And then they want to just move on to the next game because they're impatient as hell. And I don't mean to flame you guys. I appreciate you watching them, but you're being impatient because you want me to just brush their game off as trash instead of being constructive. And that's what everybody, like every motherfucker who wants to criticize games that I make is doing. Is not giving a constructive criticism because they want to give, and I'm not saying everybody does this, but most people, well, it just sucks. Well, it's okay, what sucks? I'm happy to hear you out if you tell me what fucking sucks, okay? But, yeah, make them buttons more colorful, add UI gradients. Yeah, I totally agree. Let's do that. But, you guys can join this game now. The variation in at least the game looks right now, but the variation in the terrain definitely needs to come in, or it's kind of varied, right? There's some bigger slopes over here, but let's kill these zombies. You guys can join this live, so it is public, and finally, it took forever, but we fixed it. So I'm going to, and as we're doing this, I'm going to give a prompt to my AI to continue working on this because I lazy max while we're working on testing it out, so you can go play this. It's literally, this is not even probably where I'll publish the game finally, is the final place ID, but there we go. So I'm gonna pin this. We can tell you lazy max pro. Do I need to mute you, dude? Let me actually read what you said. It's stupid that you make AI build the maps via a script. This literally causes the game to load hella long. You have no sense of game management. Well, dude, what you don't understand is that the game is being generated with voxels, and that's the point. There's ways to improve performance. You aren't aware of that. You can improve the performance of a game. I know it may be a surprise to you, but you actually can't. Whoa, I've just gotten flung off the map. What has just happened? You can actually do things to optimize. So it may be a shocker to you, but it is actually a real thing. So you can make a system, and then you can optimize it after. And AI happens to be pretty damn good at it. All right, guys, let's actually play. Let's check this out. So, what the fuck? I think some guy is He's exploiting. Do I need to add an anti-exploit? See, that is the thing. I've not added anti-exploits because it's just me playing it, so there's no reason to yet. But I don't know. It might just be a bug, or he might be exploiting. Well, that's not nice because now all my stuff is gone. I need to add to the dev panel a way to restore the starter inventory. Do we think this guy is exploiting? I don't actually know, honestly. Let's see. Question mark. What are you doing, bro? Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Alright. I have not added exploiting because it's a private game. Let me add it. Add anti-exploiting because some jackass is flying and flinging me and shit. Use this prompt you have. What prompt, bro? Create a real procedural generation that loads the renders from further away and makes it render part by part, chunk by chunk, so it doesn't lag. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make the game render more in chunks as opposed to all at once, and especially when you join the game, very procedurally loaded. I'm pretty sure it's already that way though, guys. So I'm pretty sure that we've already done that. Like, I don't think it's that stupid that it would make it just generate it in one sitting. This game is already showing it sucks ass. All right, fuck off, honestly, dude. I'm muting you from chat because you're a fucking jackass. 24-hour. I should remove him from the channel. But anyway. Create a real procedure. Yeah, people are just jealous because AI is faster than them. That's the truth. But trust me, people are consuming AI. But why wouldn't devs take advantage from it? They got bills. It's important. They don't want to starve. Yeah, I want to use it. I want to use AI. And there's idiots like that guy who just came in chat who are stupid and just want to hate. And that's fine. But it's like they can come in here and I will ban them. But they don't like AI, you know, and they just want to hate on you just for using it. Like, okay, let's talk about how to improve the game. Let's not just like insult the method, right? That's the problem. They want to sit here and attack the method of using AI instead of saying, let's attack the game and what's bad about it. Oh, you're stupid. Your games all suck. And the game's bad because there wasn't anti-exploiting from a private test build. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I muted a guy earlier named Perfectly Retarded. LOL. They are all the same. Yeah, they are. We need to mute them and ban them faster, honestly. Smarty, every time I saw your games, your things have low quality UI and billboard and assets and builds. It's not that I'm hating you, but have to use templates and studded assets and better colors and not use materials. I agree, except for the materials part. I think materials can work. I don't agree that they're all bad. Like this, the builds aren't awful, but they're simple voxel builds, which is the point. So leaning into the art style, the idea is that it'll get better. Do I think that it's perfect? No, but I think it's getting better as time goes on. By the way, you accidentally pinned the jackass. That's funny. In stream, let me unpin him. It happens when you're trying to mute people. Turn the server off on. Fine. Server authority. You're right. Server authority. I haven't actually used that feature. That's new. How do I use server authority on Roblox? Like, I don't know how to enable that. Basic info, communications, security. Additional, yeah, I don't know how to turn on. I'll look into Roblox's server authority, the new update they added, and turn it on for our game. It might not work. A lot of people are saying it has problems. Like, it was causing the movement to be glitchy to use server authority, but we'll see, because it's like a built-in anti-cheat to Roblox. You're actually right. It's a property and workspace. It's a property and workspace. Okay, we'll try that. But we will need to make sure that the game works with that, right? So, server authority. I don't see it. So, it must be a beta feature. So, I probably have to turn it on in beta features. Let's open it up and see. If I go here, let's see. Server authority. I don't see it. So, I don't see it as a proper... I typed it in here. Is it called something else? I typed in server. I didn't see it. Authority mode. Okay, authority mode server. Okay. I made it authority mode server, so it needs to optimize the game to that. I just set the game to authority mode server under workspace, optimize the game around this, so anything that would cause problems, make sure it's working with that, but also anybody who's trying to like exploit, adding any other necessary anti-exploits, but also make sure there aren't false positives, because sometimes that can happen. Like I will do an anti-exploit and then it will ban people for doing nothing wrong, so I don't want that either. Smarty, I think this game could be very fun, but I would treat this state as a skeleton. I think you can mask over this game, change all trees, ground, add higher points. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna add more detailed trees. It's an early point. Like everybody wants to insult a prototype. Like there's a reason why I haven't hit publish on this. Okay, the reason why is because it ain't done. It's not good yet. It's not perfect. Like I think the gameplay loop is good because when I was a kid, I would play. And here I am nostalgia maxing again, but we got Build to Survive Zombies. When I was a kid, I would play a game called Build to Survive Zombies. And it was this game right here. It was this game. This is the game I would play. And I'm pretty sure, like it only had 107,000 visits, which is crazy. So is this actually the original? Created 2021. So this is a recreation. So this is like a re-upload. But, or maybe like a remake. But it was way earlier than that. It was way more popular than that. I know it had more than that. There's another game called Build and Survive. Build and Survive Zombies. Like, it was such a simple game, dude. Like, and there wasn't even a crazy map. Like, you literally just had building materials. You wouldn't even earn the building materials. You would just build, and then the zombies would come. Simple games like this worked in old Roblox so well. And that's something us devs miss. Like, that's a funny thing. Everybody wants to say, well, old Roblox was higher effort. Like, no, it fucking wasn't. No, it was not. They didn't have the ability to put in more effort because the tools just didn't allow that. And they didn't need to because nobody else was making Steel a Brain Rod and all these big games that we have now. Murder Mystery 2, whatever's big. You know, people were not making that. People were making way simpler things, so the bar was lower. But it has a totally different vibe. It takes forever for the zombies to attack in this game. Is this actually the game? I don't know if this was actually the game. Because this is not the original. I don't know where the original is. I know we could play this one. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. Build and Survive. This one is from 2023. So there's been a lot of games like this. Build to Survive, but not Build to Survive Zombies lately. Like, okay, half decent UI. Okay, pretty good. Select your render distance, very far, cool. Unlocking stone. Sword, let's see, time until night comes, 225. Blah, 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 blah. Gray, okay. Let's see, place the blocks. Delete. Yeah, so this is like a very, very simple game. And this is not the one I would play as a kid. This is like a new Build to Survive. This isn't Build to Survive Zombies. They have other things in that. Like, look at this. They barely even have a map. So, like, this genre doesn't need a ton of detail. That's why I believe in the capability of AI to AI max this, though this doesn't fully, like, voxel max in the way that I'm talking about. But you guys are saying don't use materials. Like, sadly, I would like to use materials, but if that doesn't work with this new audience, maybe I wouldn't. Oh, he's killing me. He's killing me. Maybe I wouldn't use materials because material maxing, like, that's kind of an older Roblox style. And yeah, I get it. Everybody likes studs. But do you really need studs to have a good-looking game? Or is that just following the trends and being a sheep? Like, what honestly is it? I have a hard time deciding that myself. What's a good Robux/visit ratio? I mean, I don't really know. I haven't published a new game that's successful, so I don't have anything to measure that with, so I couldn't tell you. You want something over 1, that's for sure. Let's just say that. More than 1 Robux is half decent, but not super good. Follow trends equals get fucking rich. Yeah, but also, I don't know, like, you don't need to follow every trend is what I'm saying. Like, if you have a fun enough game, it probably won't matter that your game uses 2017 materials. That's my point. Like, who even cares if it's 2017 materials if you have a damn good game, you know? So, either way, AI is going to one-shot Bloxfruit in a year. I promise you that for sure. We went from Opus 4.6 to Fable 5 in 2 months. Imagine a year and progress is getting faster. I'm going to actually push back on that. You know what? That's funny because the Lazy Maxer himself, and I'm going to talk to you guys while AI continues working on the game. The Lazy Maxer himself actually disagrees with Cerezo 8. I think AI will not be able to, let me get this blanket out of here, but it will not be able to make Bloxfruits in one shot because we have really good AIs right now, but they're text-based. And they've improved a lot in months, but they've improved a lot at making code. They haven't improved a lot in making models and builds. They're okay at making models and okay at making voxel builds, not fully detailed structures. Which, that's why I'm voxel maxing, because I realize AI is better at designing that type of map. That's why I'm making Build to Survive Zombies to begin with. But the idea that it could make Bloxfruits is kind of crazy, because Bloxfruits has all sorts of complicated models, has all sorts of VFX. It would have to be good at every single Roblox development skill at once. And frankly, I think that what's going to happen is the AI models are going to get really fucking good at coding. They're already good, but they're going to get extremely good at that. And they're going to keep on going in that direction. But image gen is decent, but like taking images and turning them into VFX and making actual physical builds with good architecture and making good UI that doesn't look like AI slop. These things are going to take way longer for AI to get good at it because they are things that just are not 1 + 1 = 2. Right? Like, code is 1 + 1 = 2. Either the code runs or it doesn't. And yeah, we can have some artistry to it. We can make it really good. We can make good game features, blah, blah, blah. But code actually has, like, a function that tells you whether or not it works. Art does not. Art has human taste. Art has more subjectivity in it. Art has more creativity. It has more attention to detail in things that AI isn't good at judging it right now. And we've had AI for years, and we've had massive leaps and bounds in these coding models over the last several months, and yet we still do not see, like, fully AI-generated Bloxfruits and, like, Pet Simulator, I need to actually look at the chart. Like, name one big successful game right now. Steal a Brain Rot, of course, is still big. Clean All the Leaves, all these new games blowing up. It can't even make Clean All the Leaves, and Clean All the Leaves is super simple. Like, look at this. AI can't do this yet. So I think that we're actually way further off than that. I would estimate it will be able to one-shot a game like Bloxfruits in like 3 years. 3 years, that's the Lazy Maxer's estimate. See, I'm not, everybody wants to call me the AI Glazer. Definitely not. I have my own doubts about AI's capability, and there are big doubts because there are real issues with what it can do. It cannot perfectly make you Bloxfruits. It can't perfectly make you even this game because it's going to inshitify the UI. It's going to inshitify this. It's not going to look like a human designed it. Oh, you got the nice little text label here, and you got the face here, and you got the green text, and everything's positioned right. Like, unless you're really flipping patient with how you prompt AI, you're not going to get something this good. Even with the leaderboard, it's going to look kind of sloppy. Or if you give it like custom assets, it needs the icons, it needs things like that. You know, like making a coherent experience where everything is custom and everything is well done. Everything has attention to detail, like a human sat there, like a hand painted sculpture, right? It's not going to be like that, dude, for a while, because AI can't do many of these things. Like, it just can't make a good map. It can't do these things right now. Like, unless it's voxel, like unless it's blocky. So it's like, if you're trying to make the new voxels like me, let's make voxels. Let's make a game like this. This has 1.5 thousand users. This is a blocky game. This right here. This is voxels. 22 million plays, and it's actually half decent, and it's like Minecraft. Blocky games work with AI. Like, you could do this, but this is sandbox. So this is a big old sandboxy game. Like, this is a decent game. I'm making a game called Fairy Build right now. So I'm not making, like, this is proof of demand, right? 15,000 players is pretty damn good. Or how many was that? Sometimes they have more, but 7,000 right now. 7,000 is pretty damn good. 10,000, 7,000, whatever that in that range. And I can see AI making this type of thing pretty well. I don't know if these devs used AI or not to make their game. It seems like whenever I show this on stream, nobody knows this game. I don't know why, but like, this is a voxel game, proof of demand, quite simple. Like, AI could do this because these textures are like very easy to generate. It's just pixels, you know. So I have faith in AI to do that. And I mean, you don't even need pixel textures, right? And it's not just faith in AI. Like, I've genuinely made Fairy Build, which actually looks okay. It's still early. Like, these are taking a while, partly because I keep running out of my Claude and Codex subscriptions. But this actually has good, graphics. Like, the graphics look good for an AI generated game. And it's Sandbox Max, which is kind of a problem, I realize, because I'm trying to let you be able to do everything, kind of like Minecraft and kind of like Voxels is like. Oh, you can mine, you can survive evil fairies, you can craft stuff, you can craft a million different items, you can build a massive base with whatever block you want. We'll have creative mode and survival mode. Oh shit, there's bugs. AI has been working on this game, and there are a couple bugs. I gotta have it fixed before I show you. But basically, like, if I had a stable build, I could show you this right now, but like, Fairy Build looks half decent, and I was able to image generate the textures with Codex, and it's just one example of, like, AI. There's specific things it can do well, and there's many things that it just sucks at, and everybody points at the things that it sucks at and then ignores the things it does well. Like, everyone's like, well, it sucks at making pick up leaves, it sucks at if you want to remake blocks fruits, it sucks at that. It remakes fish and does an awful job. Like, it couldn't make a game like this, therefore AI sucks. I'm like, no. Let's keep experimenting with this until we find a game it can make. So now, that's what's got me experimenting with voxel maxing. And everybody hears me talking about this. Oh, you're yapping about it. Like, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but you're belaboring the point. It's too much. But it really is what I think is the coordinate that I got to shoot at for AI development. Like, it is the location on the map that I've hit. That seems to be what would physically work. Because I can't have it do this. Like, okay, there's too much detail. There's too much artistry. At least I can hide the AI in blocks. I can't hide the AI in really good models, boats, like perfectly polished gameplay experience. Like, Fish is a well-designed game, hands down. I've never even played this. I want to steal his boat. Fish here. Imagine I did a game review on Fish. Click shake. Okay. But yeah, you can't make this with AI. You just can't. Not one shot. Maybe you can code it with AI, but AI slop and AI 100% is not the same thing as using AI to code. Like, everybody wants to say, well, there's so much AI slop on Roblox. It's like, no, there isn't. There is zero AI slop on Roblox, because the only thing you can do with AI and make a successful game with is code. There's very few games that can be AI generated 100% with the models, the builds, the UI, everything look good enough and play good enough to a player that it actually gets players. Lazy maxing doesn't work. except for on very specific games. And that's the point that I'm making. I still want a lazy mix because I'm insane enough to keep on going when it doesn't work and keep on going through, all the learnings of, okay, it can't make fish. Okay, it can't make block fruits. Instead of stopping and cutting out the AI out of that process, I said, let's cut out the game we're making. Let's stop trying to make these games. Let's go to something, give a shit about player demand, right? 62,000 active users. I don't care. Show me the build games. Show me the voxel games. Show me the games where everything is blocks. Build a boat for treasure is a good example. It's not really a voxel game, but I would like to look at this. I know there's cannons and stuff, but it's not like I think some of the models in this game are free models, honestly. But it's a different type of game, is what I'm saying. Like, lazy maxing doesn't work except for on specific games. It does work on certain things. And that's the point I'm making that seems to fly over most people's heads. And I'm testing that theory, right? So this has been like a long, almost year-long, months and month-long experiment where I'm testing different games. I'm testing ideas. I'm seeing what can AI make, to the point where I've said, forget player demand. Who cares what people want? Make what AI is good at and then figure out what people want later. And that's really where I'm at now. So everybody's going to ask, well, how do you expect Build to Survive Zombies to actually be wanted by people when there's better games? I'm like, I don't care about that right now. That is not even in my mind. I just care about whether AI is good at making it, like technically, because I'm trying to lazy max, right? If the goal is to lazy max and make it 100% with AI, we got to find out the best thing that AI is good at making. And I'm not trying to force fit it anymore. Destroy a skyscraper. Destroy a Skyscraper is a game that I think I'm out of items. But it's been a long time since I played this game. But Destroy a Skyscraper. This is so shitty. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Launch. Let's launch. This is not going to work. Holy moly. Are you sure? Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it's not going to be good at that, you know. So I tried making those types of, games, but it just didn't work. Okay, I'm going to launch it to the side of the road. You can tell I don't know how to play this game. I don't have anything. I don't have anything in this game. How am I still alive, dude? I can't steer. Yeah, but you need to give him essays as a prompt. Yeah, you do. Yeah, not like just Claude, make me a tree model. I agree. That's why I use voice prompting, because I give it extreme levels of detail on very small parts of the game. And you need to do that over and 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 over until it works. This stream lags so often? Shit. Well, that's because I have so much shit open. I'm going to close the game. I'm going to stop running games so it doesn't lag. But, yeah, not a big issue. AI can't properly design or model yet. It can design websites. It's designed my website for sure, but it can't really design like a game UI unless you really are good at giving it an asset pack to work with, and existing models and things that will actually help it to build a good-looking UI and to make a good-looking model or whatever it happens to be. You have to sit in the driver's seat, though? Okay, I guess I did it wrong. But they're going to make more AI costs. It's going to be more costly if it's able to model and shit. Well, maybe. But AI costs seem to be going down as time goes on, which is the funny thing, because it gets cheaper for compute. So actually, we've seen Luna go down in cost, like GPT Luna, now cheaper. And everybody's using that. They're using Sol as an orchestrator agent, and they have a ton of Lunas underneath it as the execution and implementation. And that seems to work, because when you're using the Luna model, it's so much cheaper, so you can get so much use out of it. But when you're using Sol, it burns your limits like instantly. That's why I'm out of Codex. I'm using this makeshift method to use it through ChatGPT. It's kind of working. But, oh guys, our update's in. Let's test it out. So we have Build to Survive Zombies. We're going to publish this. So we added exploit for these jackasses. We do need a ban menu. I'm going to add a ban menu. Add a moderation ban menu, too, to my dev UI. And also add a give starter items back UI. And then add in another button that I can click to add in any item I want from the entire game and give myself anything as the dev. So I can just get free stuff at any time. Ha ha ha. I'm going to give myself stuff if I so need it. But maybe I'll just troll. Maybe I'll just troll the exploiters if somebody tries to do that shit again. But I'm going to go to the game, and we're going to go to, let's see, not Apocalypse Rising. I'm making the Build to Survive Zombies Rising. So we're going to Wild Worlds. Wild Worlds is my group on Roblox. I don't have this open on my screen, so we're going to the game. And we're going to Build to Survive Zombies. We're testing this out. Because I've added anti-exploiting. Let's go. That was the problem before. So hold on. I have to do something. I have to give you guys the link. So I'm going to put this in chat. And boom, we're going to put that in there. And we're going to pin it. There we go. Yo, although I don't make Roblox games anymore, I appreciate your efforts, Smarty, to represent those who are trying to adapt to these current conditions and are not stopping even while facing failure. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I hope to be an example to people of going through it, going through the failures and just continuing anyway. So this was the stupid-ass shit that we had dealt with earlier. And I don't really know what this guy did to fucking... I don't know what type of exploit this is. Because you have to understand, the game's really early. It was only me playing it, so I didn't really optimize any kind of anti-exploiting script. So, who is the guy who's doing that? Like, I didn't add a way to, like... maybe the server didn't get shut down. Have you guys been playing this whole time? And I think that might be part of the problem. But... yeah, I didn't add, like, okay, so when I join the game, it's like throwing me in this weird-ass area. It's like he's making a cage for me. Dude, can you just fuck off? Like, honestly, the game's early. Like, just stop. I'm just trying to run a test with my stream. Like, dude, like... Alright, well, he is exposing problems, so I guess we can thank him for that. But right now, the guy is still exploiting, and it's like he's trapping me in this box. Like, I don't know what he did. But can you try to work on removing and blocking this sort of thing? Ladies, please debate respectfully. No one's dumb, everyone's learning. What are we debating in here? Tell it to load Minecraft schematics so you can quality max your voxel max game. And it doesn't have to design the build itself. Yeah, I'll look at that. Let's see. I need to give the fairy build agent a prompt. I'm going to do that right now on my phone. Right now, there's a bunch of errors inside of the game test. So if you run a test, pull those errors out, but fix them. There are inside of, let's see, inside of the, let's see. Oh, scrolling up. Oh, it was the replicated storage.fairy.util.rug73 script timeout, exhausted allowed execution time, and then a bunch of replicated storage stuff was failing, a bunch of functions after that in the .fairy.world.terrain profile, etc. So fix that. But then also somebody suggested to pull in the Minecraft schematics to base things on. Try that for designing like new builds and designing villages. Build villages in this game. I want you to auto-generate villages. Fairy villages is part of fairy build. Also, the fairies were too small in game. I want you to make them twice the size, and also I want them to fly higher sometimes, and sometimes fly away really fast. We're doing an update to fairy build. Are you using Codex? Basically. Basically. I'm not going to explain it, but we have the method, and we aren't going to clarify what the method is, but it's very useful. Ambiguity maxing, dude. Vague posting. I am vague posting. Yes, I am. Alright, guys. Well, I'm kind of like stuck in the map because of this guy. I don't really know. I think he's like... I don't think he's trapped me in a box so much as he's like made my physics of my character all screwed up. Server authority needs to be on, and it is on, but I don't know. We didn't add any anti-exploiting, so we're just kind of being kicked around in our own game. So I just have to, add an anti-exploit script because we didn't add that yet. Sup, Smarty? We're in our slop era or what? Yes, we are, Modern Chris. What's up, man? What's up? We are AI slop maxing. Tebow's bitch ass still hasn't reset the limits, is what Clip Kingdom said. I don't care if he resets the limits because I got the method. And you don't know what the method is, but the method means I don't got to worry about limits no more. With the method. Yeah, that's not needed anymore with the method. You'll just have to figure out what the method is. We're so going to piss people off with this. What's the method? Now we even got Modern Chris himself asking us what's the method. I'm not telling you or anybody. You will have to find out by rewinding when we were talking about the method. So you will have to do a lot of searching, everybody, if you would like to find it. I'll donate $100 if you leak the method. That's crazy, Chris. I don't need to take your money. I'm just not going to leak it. You know, we did talk about it, you know. Do you really want it? Bro, speaking about the method isn't benefiting anymore. What do you mean? What do you mean it isn't benefiting? I'm using the method. You're right. We got to use it. Not talk about it. It's possible. I figured it out this morning. Yeah. Synexty has the method. AGI will come out in 3 to 6 months, which is AI, but a complete new brain method. It's going to be insane and really one-shot benefits. Blocks fruits, bro. That's facts. No, bro. No. Do you use Codex? Thanks for the dono, bro. What is this? What currency is this? I'm looking it up. It's Indian rupees, 42 cents. Appreciate it, though. Low amount, but I appreciate it. Do you use Codex to make maps too? My AI makes slop. I do. For very basic maps. I only use AI for making voxel blocky maps, which is what I've been talking about for the last several hours and several, really, streams for the last week. Because I'm figuring that voxel maxing is the strategy. Making very, very blocky, simple games as opposed to trying to make AI make blocks fruits like this guy is saying AI will be able to do. I don't think we're hitting AGI in a few months. Maybe we are, but I don't think that it's going to be able to one-shot blocks fruits, frankly. I just think if AI has proven itself to not be able to do something like that with how intelligent it is right now, I doubt it's going to be able to do that for years, even if it can make some games pretty damn well. What's the best model you can use with the method? If you have a GPT Pro account, GPT Pro, yes, it can use the method. I can also use GPT 5.6 Sol on whatever reasoning I want. GPT 5.6 Instant, basically whatever I want. Let's see, but I do have a backup once this is patched. Oh, shit. Synexty has a backup method. He has the method too. You're going to have to share that if this thing gets patched. You don't have to share it now, but if it gets patched, we're going to have to talk about this. Roblox reduced 500 highly engaged players to 250. I know, SJ, I know. If you speak about it, you're going to get it patched. I know, so I just call it the method. Only game reviews from now on because, man, that's the only way we are making money right now. Yeah, basically. Yeah. The only way I'm making money is game reviews or good videos. But I prefer to do the reviews because that's badass. It's a live stream. And live streams are awesome and fun as hell. In the drive of 21st century, you're a Texan. You fight farmers. What are we talking about? Oh, he's talking about a game. You fight farmers. You're chased by them the whole time in a car. You stop by gas stations for supplies, but it has many bugs, and you travel in your pickup. All right. You're a Texan in the 21st century. Sounds like a game. Sounds like quite the game, dude. Is this a game you made, or is this a game that's out there? Oversimplified roadmap given above. Okay. Roblox just increased the highly engaged players to 10,000. GG. Yeah, if it was 10,000, everyone would quit instantly. I swear to God. Roblox changed it down to 250 engaged users because of me. Because of me and my videos. On a serious note, I have no idea how much of an impact, if any, my videos had and my live streams and my tweets. But I sure as hell was talking about it nonstop for weeks. So, correlation is not causation, but damn, does that look like one. I was talking about the 500 engaged users more than anybody, as far as I know, the last several weeks. And I made a big-ass video about it saying it was the worst update in Roblox history. And I've been talking about it on live. I have not stopped talking about it because it was BS. And they did lower it. It's still BS. It should still be removed. 250 engaged users is still too much. I need 0 engaged users. That's the only acceptable update. So Roblox staff, if you're sneaking in here, yeah, just hear me out. Put it down to 0. That is what is best for small developers, solo developers, small people with zero CCU. They don't got money. They aren't rich maxing. This still benefits studios. This still benefits already established people. How do you get the established people? They start out small. That's how you get them. But, yeah. Do you even know what AGI is? Yes. AGI. Artificial General Intelligence. Super intelligence. Yeah. We've been saying that for years, dude, that we're going to get AGI. And we're getting smarter and smarter models. But are we actually getting AGI? Really flipping hard to say, dude. And really hard to say. By the way, you got to give AI good examples for good UI. Yeah, that's true. They saw your videos and thought about increasing the limit, but felt bad because you were broke maxed and almost homeless maxed, but now you're method maxed. Yes, I'm method maxed. You're right. You got me. So they felt bad for me. I guess they did. So they made the update just for me. Poor me. Crazy stuff, dude. I can't believe they lowered it. I didn't think they would. Well, I thought maybe they would eventually. I didn't know. Nobody really knew. But hey, we got it lowered. It's something. It's progress, but it ain't the change we really need. Let's see what's going on Twitter. I think they're going to focus on speed over smarts for the rest of this year so they can make prototypes faster. Really? You know, if they keep focusing on speed, they can develop models faster. But if they keep focusing on intelligence, they can develop better models also faster. So who knows what's better to focus on? Right now, OpenAI said that we're focusing on making GPT-6 Astra, which is supposed to come out really soon. But then they realized it's so damn good at cybersecurity, it's going to be a cybersecurity risk, like Fable 5 was before it came out. So they're focusing on security and safety before they ship it. So they're doing that right now, and they're kind of building up this model that is going to be safe to use, but also hyper powerful. I'm looking forward to GPT-6 Astra. That's going to be insane, dude. Guys, hold on. Full screen for this. Full screen. Not for the gifted memberships. I was going to say gifted memberships, dude. I appreciate that. I appreciate the gifted memberships. I have to say it like 5 times because otherwise I cannot possibly be heard because Mac OS takes away my audio whenever people donate. It's stupid. But anyway, here's what I was actually saying. So, GPT-6 Astra. Imagine if that works with the method. That is going to be insane. Okay, everybody shut up. Don't talk about the method. If that is working on that model, we will hit the front page. Yeah, we will hit the front page. All right. If it's as good as promised. This is going to be crazy, dude. Free equals good. Thanks, dude, for free memberships. Yeah, free is sick. He just sent 5 of them, and it looks like a bunch of people got them here. We don't know if these people all chat. I don't think all these people chat, but congratulations, folks. Before they decreased the gate, I had 17K visits and 0 engaged users, so I dropped the game. Oh, that's sad. That's sad, Maxed. Yo, guys, 2 hours, 30 minutes. I think I owe myself a tea. I have some tea because I'm broke maxing. I can't buy a monster until tomorrow when the YouTube paycheck comes in. Tomorrow, the few days after, so yeah, that sucks. Actually, no, tomorrow I'm going to be paid by Stripe for the game reviews. That's going to be sick. And for my course. So yeah, so I'll have money tomorrow. But I got caffeinated oolong tea. Oolong tea. That's my monster replacement. Hold on. Let me come back with it. Oolong tea's pretty good. I can't lie. My phone died. My phone died. I gotta plug it in. That sucks. All right. Oh, look. We have more donation. We have a donation for 95 cents. Thank you, bro. Ain't enough to pay for a monster in this economy, but I'll take it. Thank you. The smartest investment you could do is making a thumbnail that's not AI. Are you talking about on Roblox? In a Roblox game, hiring somebody? Totally disagree, dude. The smartest investment you could make, if you're talking about hiring someone, is probably a builder or a modeler right now who's really good and reliable. Builders and modelers are going to help you out because AI can't do that stuff. You can do the code with AI. I would not try to build and model everything with AI. That is not a good idea. It doesn't work. So I think that everybody who's trying to buy a thumbnail artist's work, yeah, just use AI. Pick a good AI model. I don't think that's the best investment that you could possibly make, dude. If you have unlimited model usage, why don't you use Sol Ultra? I can't use Sol Ultra, but I can use... And thanks for becoming a member, Mr. I'm the Real Fisher. But Sol Ultra, the problem with it is that it's stuck in Codex, and the method is not through Codex. It is through something else. Speaking from experience, no one can beat AI thumbnails CTR. Yeah, AI thumbnails can do well. Like, they're pretty good. I saved the stream and found the method, but we all gatekeeping. Yeah. He found it. He found the stream where we were talking about it. Damn it. We're cooked. Yeah, we're all collectively gatekeeping now. Do not send the link to that stream to anybody else. But, the method is poop maxed. What do you mean, dude? It's kind of hard and finicky to set up. And then it stops working sometimes. But I got mine pretty stable. I got it working now. I bet my updates are in. Let's check it out. Are my updates into build to survive zombies? Oh, my updates are into fairy build. Here's the game. I was trying to make an example out of this and decided to be broken earlier. God damn it. But, why is it still showing the old UI underneath the new UI? That's kind of annoying. AI game, fuck! Like, okay. Have you looked at Fairy Build? I mean, I don't think everything about this sucks. Just maybe. You know, the graphics are pretty decent. I like the style. It's a cutesy style. It's early, for sure. It's not done. That's why I haven't released it. But it fixed it. Yay! It keeps on fixing it, breaking it, fixing it, breaking it. Just love to see that. But I need to hide this. I'm just gonna hide it manually because for some reason, because it goes back and forth between showing the UI that was supposed to be removed and then not showing it. Like, it just needs to not show it. I don't know why it's... Where is my Explorer, dude? My Explorer loves to migrate. Okay, there it is. It's just hard to see. So you gotta go to start a GUI and then just hide this. Visible false. Okay. And then let's go play. Yeah, okay, so we got a dono. 40 something or other. Probably like $1 or 50 cents. How do you make maps, assets? Tell, please. How do I make maps and assets? It's kind of hard to explain that if you mean manual, like hard work maxing. It's hard for me to explain that over live, okay? Like all of that, it takes you like a 30-40 minute guide. So what I would tell you is do this, right? Go to my channel, and I want you to go to videos, okay? And I'm telling you this since you donated, you can take a look, right? Go to videos, and then sort by popular, right? And if you go to my most popular videos, you can go to this guide. This will show you how to build in Roblox Studio. You probably know how to use Roblox Studio if you're watching this, so that probably won't help you. So don't go to that, but go to this one. Go to this guide right here. This will show you how to use Blender, and this is still good to this day. Model anything. It's true. It's true. So model anything. And hey, we just got 5 gifted memberships. Y'all are going absolutely bananas with these memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you for sending that in. Your money will not be gone to waste. It will go toward monsters. And it will go toward Roblox ads. So it will fund the operation. Appreciate it. You are funding the AI slop maxer himself. You have to realize this. Every dollar you give me is a dollar toward lazy maxing. Hell yes. But I wonder if there will be in a few months 16 plus player bot farms or Indonesian players who get paid with helping the 500 bypass. It's not 500 anymore, dude. Get caught up with the breaking news or fix the spelling. It's 250. I totally get the misunderstanding because they just changed it today, but it's 250 engaged users, which is good-ish. We still need the damn requirement removed. Still a bad requirement. Don't sit here and pamper Roblox too much for this update. But I appreciate the membership. Nuts. Yeah, appreciate the membership. That is nuts. But as I was saying, the bot farms are a thing that people would probably do. And they might be doing it right now. But that's against the TOS, so bot farms could get you banned. But I don't know if that would work because you need to be, again, verified with your face, showing your age, and then you have to have spent money on the platform. So probably people, maybe not in Indonesia, but just people in a Discord server. I bet there's a Discord server that exists just for these 500 highly engaged users requirements and bypassing it. Like, there has to be one. Like, somebody tell me, is there a 500 engaged users and now it's 250? Is there a 250 engaged users requirement bypassing Discord? I'm not saying this because I want to do it, by the way. Roblox, do not ban my account. It's probably against TOS to do it with this manual approach where you just get these people in your game through some cult, through some big old mass conglomerate of people who join games just to make the user requirement get skipped. But I am curious if it's a thing. Like, does anybody know of one? Anybody? There's already bots, got engaged users. Well, we know one game that is botted. People are saying that Murder Mystery 2 was botted, and that's why I had 800,000 users, which is kind of sad because I thought I was fooled by it. I thought that was legit. I thought it was the biggest game on Roblox again, but I guess not. Just a bunch of bots, 500k bots. It was that the CCU went down by about 500k after Roblox removed a bunch of bot accounts. I was looking at Twitter today. That was crazy. MM2 has 500k bots right now, so the bots are back. Insane. Why wouldn't they just remove them? We're patting Roblox on the back that by nerfing something that never existed before society has gone to shit. Exactly what I'm saying, Clip Kingdom. We're patting Roblox on the back for making Roblox be slightly better from this awful update that didn't ever exist in old Roblox. Like, we're making it slightly more tolerable. We're making an awful thing slightly more experienceable, slightly more something you can survive. But it's still bad. It's still an update that should be removed. The method leaked. EXE, whenever he runs out of tokens, he goes on his alt and buys a new plan. Money talks, ladies. Hey, shush, 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 Fury. We're not supposed to say these things. Yeah, crazy stuff, dude. But, did it finish? Let's see if it finished. So, I am checking. So, it looks like the trapping exploit came from a real design hole, something or other, blah, 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 blah. Guys, we've added anti-exploit to my game. My AI has added it. My slave has added anti-exploit because some jackass was coming in and trolling me and flinging me and shit because the game was just released. But hey, I'm happy to say we can rejoin now, and we're not going to have these same problems. So we're gonna get in here and we're gonna see what's up. So I'm trying to find, where's my group? I'm making this my primary Roblox group, by the way. Okay, primary. Said it primary. All right, we're going to not survive a plane crash for admin. Although I do wonder, what are the 500 engaged users requirement on this absolutely dislike bombed and not polished game at all? Yes, I know, it's not polished. It is 0. Oh, holy brutalness. Holy brutality. Okay, but anyway. Who is paying for 500k bots to farm MM2 knives to sell on the black market They can't be that valuable, bro. I know, right? Why would they bot it? Why are they botting it? Is it really so they can join MM2 and get shit on the black market? I'm joining the game and I'm still stuck in the ground. Is this jackass staying in this game waiting for me to rejoin? Let me just trap you in the ground because I'm a jackass. You ain't funny, bro. We're trying to test the game and you're interrupting it. You're just wasting everybody's time. But anyway. What the flip? It's sending me in the ground. Either this is a bug or this is some jackass still exploiting. Let me tell AI to fix it. Stop jackass maxing. I know. Stop jackass maxing. Look at the sites to see the prices stuff sells for in MM2. I don't know. So what you're saying is this. You're saying, here's what I think you're saying. You're saying people who, and yeah, super chat notifications are showing up late. Ignore it. You're saying that people who are botting this game are doing it because when Murder Mystery 2 gets more popular, because now it's at the top of the front page and real players are going to pour in, now, all of a sudden, the people are getting more items, there's more people trading, and thus it makes it more easier for people to try to sell these items on the black market and make money from them. You're basically saying that. You're basically saying, God, this donation thing is so late. Why is this popping up? Streamlabs is bugged. I'm going to switch to OBS. But anyway, that must be what you're saying. Because the minute... Okay, tell AI to disable player collisions, permanent fix. Well, it's... player collisions I don't think is the issue. I really don't. I think the issue... Because I want player collisions, because it's a combat game. But I want... Okay, so I don't think it's cage. I think that as people are trapping me in the ground, whenever I join the game, I instantly get trapped in the ground. I don't know what this is, so it could be a bug in the game, but I think it also is probably an exploit because this guy's exploiting right as it started to happen. So I want you to go ahead and go in and tear apart what could be done to shove me like 50 feet under the ground because it's just getting me stuck in the map. Like I'll join the game, I spawn on normal ground, and then I get stuck in the map. So I need that fixed. I need this method banned. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, but I just did that, and I just published the update, right? I think, right? Did the publish go through? Yeah, it went through. And I joined the new server, and this guy's exploiting. This dumbass. Do you use AI to make games? Well, oh boy, do we have news for you. I use only AI to make games. Let me go to Shift P. So guys, if I go to developer view, why is this guy, so this guy's also, what is he doing? Is he blurring my screen right now? Or is that just the game? So I'm several blocks down. Is everybody else getting trapped under the map too or no? Let's see. I'm going to take a look. Are you guys getting trapped in the map too? I can't tell if anybody else is in this game at all. It looks like over here is the base plate. So the map ends right about here. If you guys know what I'm doing right now, I pressed Shift P. So I'm not flying. This is Shift P. It's a developer-only free cam mode that Roblox made for filming trailers and stuff, and gameplay demos, and important Roblox videos, and event stuff. So you can press Shift P, but it only works if you own the game or if the developer lets you use the free cam mode. But people exploiting can only run stuff locally. I know. Then why am I getting stuck in the ground? Is it just bugging this bad or what? I don't know. I'm down here. I have a pickaxe. Maybe I should just dig my way out. Can I just dig myself out? Let's see. Well, the thing is, I'm seeing the rust material, which tells me he's using some sort of exploit. Unless we're giving this guy way too much credit. Maybe he's not that good an exploiter and I'm just bugging out. Why am I literally not able to mine this? Yeah, because maybe he's not. Maybe I just went deep in the ground and this is just like scrap deposit. Maybe I just went deep in the ground. I don't know why. I don't know. Why am I getting deep in the ground? Maybe it's not an exploit. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe he was just fly exploiting. He was just affecting his character movement. I don't see how he'd shove me into the ground. They're physically flinging you by applying force through player collision. Fair enough. So people are... I'm going to tell AI that. People are telling me that he's using player collision to shove me in ground. Fix it without turning off player collisions. Okay. I don't want to turn off player collisions, but I do want to fix that issue. Smarty Play hit home runs. It's made fully with AI and has 1.9 thousand CCU. It had like over 10,000 at one point. That is interesting. Hit home runs. I will check it out soon. Is this your game? How about we check it out on a game review stream? How about that? How about that? Biarlami. So you spent $228. You know, spending money on what? You're talking about ad credits. $228 on ads is crazy if you're doing that all at once. I would not do that all at once. You probably mean across multiple days. I'm digging out. I'm digging out. This is too much. Does the dev panel have the update? Oh. I can ban people now. Hell yes. All right, buddy. You better watch out. I can ban you from this game now, sucker. Give item. I can give an item. Giving any item should be a grid, though. That's the thing, because I don't have any selector. There's no hacker. The map is generating you under the map. The map generation is poo-poo maxed. You can go in a private server and see. Okay. Well, no, it wasn't doing that before, so clearly a new bug has been introduced. I don't think it's exploiting. I think it's just spawning me under after a second. Fix that. In ground. Okay. Yeah, we'll fix that. Bro, read. I know, I read your chats earlier. Mr. EEE, whatever. Let's see. Even a slave would be better at making games than whatever the fuck your AI is doing. My AI is my slave, and I can't lie, he's messing a couple things up right now. I'm basically with you. Plus Q keyboard escape at 4 million CCU today. Really? Plus 1 keyboard escape. Really? Hey, look, Murder Mystery 2. Totally not botted. Plus 1 keyboard escape. My favorite game ever. It's all I want to play as a 20-year-old man. 4 million CCU is weak sauce, not going to lie. Yeah, 4 million CCU has been surpassed many times. Last year, the world record was hit for players in a Roblox game by Steal a Brain Rot. And before that, just a few weeks before, it was literally Grow a Garden that had the record. It was like 20,000 CCU in Grow a Garden, then Steal a Brain Rot mogged. They mogged themselves. Both do big. Owns both of those, right? So, on that game, they hit 24 million active users on Steal a Brain Rot. Crazy stuff, man. Absolutely insane. How much do you think MM2 has made in its entire lifespan? Oh, man. Millions and millions and millions. Tens of millions of dollars. How about that? Okay. See, this game has been redone over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And there's many templates. I got a template max. True lazy maxers use a free model max, the AI max, and the template max. They don't just AI max. I've been AI maxing too hard. I'm not the truest lazy maxer I could be. I gotta be true to the trade of lazy maxing. So once I got some money here in a few days, I'm gonna buy some templates. I'm gonna buy a game template for Clean-Na. That's gonna be my first purchase. Clean-Na. I'm gonna make Clean the Tech Store, the perfect tech geek game for me, because I am a tech geek. I'm a very techie guy. Otherwise, I would not spend 8 hours streaming fucking using AI. If you ain't here for Smarty's glow up, you ain't a real one. Yeah, exactly. One day you'll have 25 million CCU, King Smarty. Appreciate you, bro. The game isn't that good. If you're talking about, what game are we talking about? Mine? Yeah, I know, it's early. It's not done. It's not done. Patience. Da, 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 da. It's really weird how it's spawning me in the ground. That sucks. I want you to make it so that the UI buttons on the left use UI gradients. And also they need brighter colors. And then also, I want the third person icon to be smaller. And then for every key, I want you to generate with ImageGen a custom image for the key. And I want it to be like a background, right? And then I want the letter to be different. So I want it to look like a keyboard key, like a cool UI element, like a cool UI image. I want it to be a black key, small. And then I want white text on it that says the key that you're supposed to press. And then, right, I want the third person below the shop and the index. Right now it's on top of the coins. It makes no sense where it's at. It's in the wrong spot. It needs to be down near the left. It is currently totally wrong. Also, press G needs to be fixed. Aggressively tear down Y. Press G for first person does not work. And then fix it. Alright, we're fixing that. How much time does your AI need on average to make a game? Sometimes it takes hours and hours and hours and days like it does for Build to Survive Zombies. We've made games in hours. We made games in days. But usually it takes hours to get a base concept done, then days to polish it, because it's just the polish of what takes the most time, the bug fixing. It needs to be fixed, because there's a lot of issues that happen when you make a game with AI or not. You have to fix a lot of bugs. So it's a real process, dude. With how long MM2 has been popular, it's got to be up there. What AI are you using? I am using GPT 5.6 Sol right now because I'm out of Claude, and I'm also out of Codex, but I'm using the method, which lets me use these models and have no problems, even though I'm out of Codex, which we will not be telling you the method anymore. Sorry, not sorry. I'm waiting on my AIs to do some work. Maybe I should look at some things. Maybe I should get something done in the meantime. You know, maybe I should productivity max, but I've had a lot of games that are unfinished, incomplete. If we go here, we can see all of my concepts, which many of them are not published. But you can see here, right? I got My Card Beats Yours. We got Don't Pick the Bomb. We got Liar. We got How Many Noobs. We got Slap. There's so many ideas that have not even gotten published. So I want to check those out. There is a game that I want my AI to launch something for this, because I want the, let's see, hold on. There was a game that I made with AI that I haven't actually opened yet on stream or opened at all. Let's see, where is it? I'm trying to find it. It's Voxel Mine. Launch this game on my computer. Open it so I can look at it. I want to take a look at this because there's something called Voxel Mine. Since I have the method, right, I'm able to make unlimited experiments with no cost. It's kind of crazy. So I've been doing that and kind of just exploiting it. But the problem is, right, I haven't been able to look at all the work it's doing because it's doing so much damn work. I also made Broke Router. Launch the app too, also. Launch the current version of the app for me just real quick, then continue on with what you're doing. Damn, this thing's been working for a long time. Oh, it's launching my game that I did not make. Wait, it didn't even open. Will it open it? Will it open it? Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay, the app that it's making isn't done. That's clear. But, come on. Come on, AI. Yeah, I just saw you try to open that. Nothing open, dude. Like, nothing open. Oh, I'm getting killed in Fairy Build. I'm doing a gauntlet loop right now in Fairy Build. Hasn't done anything super noticeable. Besides, I think did it add more creatures? I don't know. What is this mofo? This is a weird looking creature, dude. Okay, so here's the game that it made. This is a voxel game. I've not played this. It's probably going to be slop because it's just made by AI and no human oversight. Yeah, literally nothing. There's nothing in the game, dude. Nothing in the game to test it. Yeah, I just played the game. There's literally nothing in it, dude. Like, are you sure you opened the right one? Oh, it's opening another file. Look at him. Look at him go. He just opened another file. AIs are taking over my computer. And this one's still broken. Okay. There's nothing in it at all. So anyway, that was funny. When AI takes over the world, they're going to get you first. I know. I've been told that many times. Apparently, they're going to shoot me in the head the minute they get arms and legs and a laser gun. I guess I'm cooked. Ah. Alright, I am getting a good sip of tea. I'm not going to spill the tea, though, because the method is top secret. But I'm going to sip the tea. Ah. My AI is currently cooking in the background a bug fix while I sip tea. I love it. Imagine AI kids who gonna play our games. AI kids will play our games? What? Build the actual game layer so I can test it. Okay. The Broke Router application. Finish the work, buddy. Roblox game update alerts. That's the wrong chat. I'm looking for... Continue, idiot. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to find... I hit my weekly usage limit today. Oh, that's sad for you. I'm sorry for you, bro. Too bad you don't have the method. The AI's probably got suicidal thoughts by now, the ones you use. Yeah, probably. I want to know the method. We aren't sharing the method. It's too late. The method has been shared and will never be shared again. We're gatekeep maxing. Okay. Fairy Build. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Continue on the gauntlet loop. Continue, continue, continue. Do not stop. I want to see actual progress. I don't think you did all of the runs I told you. You need to keep the gauntlet loop going. Do not stop. Just keep on going and going and going and going and going as long as you possibly can. We're doing a gauntlet loop on Fairy Build. If you guys don't know what that is, it basically means the AI keeps looping forever and ever and ever and ever to try to improve the game by comparing it to another game. And it's basically a method that my chat taught me. So my chat teaching me new methods like the method, which is being gatekeep maxed. But this is not a gatekeep maxed idea. It's pretty public. It's pretty useful for AI agents and making them work better. Okay. Fairy Build. Fairy Build, Fairy Build. I don't know what it even did. Like, I put it on a gauntlet loop. I feel like it's doing nothing. Like, nothing at all. Well, it was fun being number one here. It's 5:33 a.m. I think I'm going to lock in. You got leg day today, and it's rainy. So, yeah, God bless you, pal. See ya. Fun fact, real jerks will have a problem with you eating beef jerky. You're right. See ya. All right, peace. Fear, I appreciate you being here, man. Catch you later. Ideally next to an uncopylocked front page game. What are we talking about? Preferably next to an uncopylocked front page. Oh, you make a good point, because then it can check. That's kind of sinister maxed. But hey, you aren't using their assets. Is that really wrong? Kind of a moral gray area to use that for a gauntlet loop. It wasn't supposed to be uncopylocked, though. I know. There is no clear way to craft a fairy bench. How do I craft a fairy workbench? It's not always showing up. That's the problem. It's not always showing up, right? Well, I don't think it is every time that I have enough to craft one. So if the make button isn't working. Oh. Yeah, no, I have the materials for it. Why is it not letting me make a fairy workbench? Fairy Build got good potential. Thanks, bro. I agree. I like this game idea. It's cool. But I'm gonna do you build the maps yourself? No. What the hell just happened? The whole world just turned white. What the flip? AI, fix it. The whole world just turned white. Alright, I was playing the game, and I noticed a problem. I could not craft a fairy workbench. You need to fix that. Even though I had the materials, I was clicking make, nothing happened. Also, add detailed UI feedback whenever I click make and it's successful or not. Also, randomly, the items in the game turned white. I don't know if this is a Roblox asset loading issue or an actual game issue. If it's a game issue, fix it and look into it and fix it. Oh. LOL, I think your AI added a snow event or something. Real talk, dude. Unless Roblox's asset delivery service suddenly went down, which has happened. Hey, look, it's Broke Router. Broke Router just got an update. Broke Router. So for everybody who's broke out here, we've made an app for you. I'm working on it because I'm broke. It's basically an app that gives you free AI models and pulls up the best ones without you having to download them. Oh, did it just crash? No way it just crashed. No way it just crashed. No way. Oh, no, it didn't crash. Wait, did it? Did it crash? Yeah, I think it did. I was going to show you Broke Router. That was my genius app idea. My $0... Most people say $1 million. My $0 app idea. This is my $10 app idea. Let's go. Disown your son if he doesn't ask for a Codex subscription. I agree, Clip. No, it's more important he asks for a Claude subscription. Bro never finishes his game, LOL. No, I finish my game. I do finish games. Thank you very much, buddy. But only after I've AI slop maxed it properly. So we actually have 12 games public right now, my friend. So I may look like I don't finish games, but that's because I make and finish so many damn games. So we're always on to a new one. But two people complimented Fairy Build back-to-back. Fairy Build actually looks good. Yeah, I know. And that's what I'm saying. Voxel maxing. Nobody understands. Voxel maxing is the new meta for lazy maxers. But anyway, I want to see what this did. So broke router. Select project. Hey, your app keeps ending. I want to test it. Mr. AI. Your app disappeared. What's your problem, dude? What's your problem? Dude? Smarty, are you AI? I am AI. I'm Smarty GPT. But anyway. Okay. So, slave maxing. Should we work on defend the apple? Fear would be happy. Fear really likes this game. That's what you have to understand. I have so many games that I have not finished. You're right. I finished some games, but other games are very much so not finished. They need work. Build to survive zombies. My RP chores. Don't pick the bomb. This game, I swear to God, this game has potential. People have said a lot of these games have potential. You just have to have the right game, and right idea. And you got to have AI work on it. And the AI's got to do a good job. There's a lot that goes into this lazy maxing business. Is what you have to understand. Please stop tweeting absolute garbage. No, I'm going to tweet whatever I fucking want. Thank you very much. Guys, go follow me on Twitter for my absolute garbage. Smarty RBX. Did broke router break? Broke router is so broke that it broke. That's how broke it is. Oh, let's see here. He's good at finishing. All right, buddy. Claude is getting compute mocked, and it's get a lot worse by 2028 to 2032. Yeah, they are. Let's play this game, guys. Let's publish a game, folks. Broke router. Is it working? Hold on, we're not testing this game. We're testing broke router. It's typing stuff. It's typing stuff autonomously. My computer's being controlled by artificial intelligence. Oh, and a game is running. And I'm not playing it. It's playing itself. The AI is playing games. The AI is browsing the internet. I've never seen this before in my life. What's going on? What is going on? What in tarnation is this alien business? The AI is controlling the computer. I created my own broke router right now. Thanks for the method. Really, the broke router. You're welcome. Broke router. It's better than open router, I swear. We totally don't use open router as a function of broke router. Smarty, someone told you to stop tweeting, so I guess you got to stop now. Yeah, I guess that I have to stop. Hey, mofos. Mofos, we're going to test this game. Mofos, I am failing. And not in the way you think. I am failing to publish enough games. I have not published a new game since a few days ago when we first tested Build to Survive Zombies. Damn it, I'm under lazy maxing. I need a lazy max harder. I'm trying too hard. I'm hard work maxing too hard. Am I letting the hard work maxers get to my skin? They can't do this to me. I need to publish some AI slop right now and prove them that effort doesn't matter right now. I need to prove that effort doesn't matter right now. I need to publish this game to Roblox right flippin' now. I am gonna publish this. People are saying this game has really good potential. See, the minute that I open the wrong game, they say it's shit. But the minute that I open a specific game that they are like, oh, maybe that's half good, they start saying it's good. Certain games made by AI look bad to people. Some games look good. But everybody wants to say every game will always look bad. That isn't true. Why is it then that if I open different games on my computer that, mind you, AI made everything in all of them, why do some people glaze some of the games harder, and why do some people hate on the other ones? It's because some AI games can actually be half decent if you know how to use AI. And best believe I know how to use AI if I've been doing it for months. I'm just trying to figure out the best game it can make, and I'm about there. I'm still learning every day. But I know a thing or two. Let's see. Let's go to Don't Pick the Bomb. I want to do a public test with you guys. I have not AI slop max hard enough and let people play the AI slop. I'm keeping it in the chamber. I'm keeping it in the cannon. It's got to be out in the public deck. I don't think AI would come up with good concepts, LMAO. The hard work maxers are kicking you. Yeah, they can't be doing that. They're getting to me. Ever so slightly. I'm not hitting the publish button as often. The hard work maxers will not control me. I am publishing a game now. We are going against this. We are the resistance as the lazy maxers. We go against the hard work maxers who want to say that AI slop is bad. I say AI slop is good. I love AI. I love it. I don't think AI would come up with good concepts. No. AI came up with great concepts. Everybody just said this game looks great, which is why we're publishing it to Roblox right now. It's called Don't Pick the Bomb. It's a card game, and it doesn't have alcohol, it doesn't have a social hangout, it doesn't have freeform user creation, it doesn't have sensitive issues, it doesn't have cross-experience content, it doesn't have AI interaction, it doesn't have paid random items, it doesn't have paid item trading, it doesn't have media sharing, it doesn't have continuous media feed and autoplay. I swear to God, Roblox, stop asking me these stupid questions. It's stupid, Max, to ask me so much stuff that I don't want to answer every single time that I want to publish a game. I just want to put it public. Let me put it public. Let me publish the game. So I'm going to hit view on Roblox. I'm going to play Do Not Pick the Bomb, and we're going to play this game live. Smarty, have you ever chugged a can of Monster? Yes, I love it. Monster is great. It's not about what your viewers say. It's about what the players who actually play it think. Well, you're about to be a player, buddy. You are about to be a player of my game right now. So play the game. It's called Do Not Pick the Bomb. Everybody can play it. It is public. Join it right now. I don't know. It might break because I didn't change the server. Oh, no. Oh, God. Is it going to let you guys join? Because right now it's using a test. It's using. See what happens if you join. Because it's using a test with these bots. Will it replace it with a real player? Will it replace it with a real player? If I put you guys in here, let's test it out. So go and take it. Go and join. Go in. Go and play it. Let's go see what happens. Why am I the only one in here? Join me already, damn it. What are y'all even doing? Quit your dilly-dallying. Is it public? Is it actually public? Content not available. What the hell? What the actual hell? Oh, crap. This mofo is stealing my... This AI, this idiot, is stealing my screen. This stupid maxed AI is stealing my screen. It's making me mad. It's because it's private. Wait, because Roblox is stupid maxed for making me have to upload these stupid little UI AI requirements. Oh, is your game made by AI? Yes, no. Does your game have romance? Does your game have drugs? Does your game have violence? Does your game have kissing? Is your game a condo game? No! No! It's not. It's a normal game, Roblox. Just take the game. Put the public button in the bag. All right. Everybody may join. So you're able to join, and now you're all standing on my table. Get off my table. All right, we're going to fix this. Don't pick the bomb. We're going to fix this because right now, the problem is, okay, Here's the problem. Right now, the game is not multiplayer. It's based on bots. I need you to fix this so when players join the game, they can play with me. Right now, they cannot. Make it so that bots are in only when there's not enough players. If somebody joins and there's a bot, automatically replace the bot with the person. You can keep the bots in, but I want it so that people can play. Make it so there's no bots at all if there's people. All right, so the minute there's more than one person in the game, all the bots are gone, and the game's over for the bot game, okay? Okay, we're going to do that. We're removing the bots. Content not available. I know. It's private. It's private. It's private. I know. We fixed it. So, Smarty, are you uploading? Yeah, it's fixed. I'm reading old chats. Are you uploading 18 plus content? No! You used to be a scripter YouTuber, bro. What happened, bro? I stopped scripting and I started lazy maxing. Duh. Worst promoter known to man. We losing the plot. No, we are lazy maxing. We are uploading 20,000 AI games to Roblox. We are going to flood Roblox with as much slop as humanly possible because I love AI and I love doing nothing at all and producing all of the shittiest games I possibly can and endlessly pushing them to Roblox. Yes. Lag maxing. It's not laggy. It's not. Stop saying it's lag. It's not. It's not. Is it because I have so much shit on my computer? Okay, we can't test the game because guess what? This stupid shit is just for bots. Right now, this game is only for bots and you guys can't even play. It's stupid maxed. Also, make it so that when you join the game and there's a game in session, it puts you in spectate if there's no slots. Otherwise, just put them in at the table. Also, make it so there's something to do while you're waiting for the next round. And make it extremely detailed. Okay, we're going to do that. So we're adding a lot of stuff in. Make the top UI bigger. Okay, we're going to do it. Make the top UI bigger. Nice offline game. Thanks. You realize this needs 250 engaged users, right? I know! Why else do you think I'm making you guys play it? I'm using you for the 250 engaged users requirement. Duh. So I can get my Lazy Max slop out to the market. So I can get all the kids to play my Lazy Max slop. I can make money. Is the lag coming from the 500 tabs open on my computer? I don't know. Roblox is like Bonnie Blue and you are shoving up 100,000 Roblox AI slop games. You know what? I did not think of that analogy, but I guess it works. You know what? I guess it works. We are AI slop maxing. We are going to flood Roblox with slop. We are never going to release a real manual hard work max game ever again. Every game I make for the rest of my life is going to be AI generated. I'm only wanting to make AI slop max games. And that was not a super chat. That was a bug. Let me record a YouTube short. I am publishing my next AI slop game on Roblox. Okay, let's go. AI made a game where you don't pick the bomb. No. I need to delete that part. In this game, you have to pick a card, and you want to make sure that it's not a bomb. If you pick the bomb, you explode. Okay. We are making a AI Slop Max video. I'm just curious, what successful games have you had? None! I need to make a YouTube short to clear up the misconceptions out here, because I have no successful games. I have a streak of failures. We're publishing this to Roblox. We're going to do our best to hit the... We're publishing this to Roblox. One of these games has to hit the front page. Oh, it's not long enough. I need to set it 3 minutes. We're publishing this game. Blah. No. We're publishing this. Blah, 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 blah. We're publishing this game. We are going to get to the front page one day. Okay. I am publishing my next AI slop game on Roblox. In this game, you have to pick a card. Okay, we're gonna play this live once this AI slop idiot fixes it. Once these idiotic AIs get it fixed, we're gonna do it.
This game, we are gonna get to the front page one day. I am publishing my
Okay, I'm putting out the short. We're publishing this. This is our my new AI slop is on Roblox. Now, okay. Uploaded. Hell yes. This is promotion. Everybody's like, promote on TikTok, promote on YouTube Shorts. I am. That is exactly what I'm doing. I'm promoting my game on YouTube Shorts right now on live. I have no successful games. None. Do I need to, how many times do I have to clear this up? How many times? I have no successful games. Stop asking me, what games are you popping off with? I have none. I am broke maxing. I am streaming 8 hours a day sometimes to make a new one. Some AI slop that can blow up and hit the front page. It is a real grind lazy maxing out here and doing nothing. All right. I have to clear this up because everybody's always asking me, do you have a successful game? I have no successful game right now. I have no successful Roblox games. Done. Uploading that YouTube short so people can just get it out of their heads that I could have a successful game right now. I don't. I'm working on it, all right? I'm working on it. Yo, what games are you popping off with? None. What AI are you using? GPT 5.6 Sol. That's what we're using. Hell yes. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, AI is cooking up an update. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do some updates on the other game. So while it's working on this game, we're going to work on another game and another and another and another. I think that my shit is really, really lagging. My Firefox is lagging. Is my shit getting lag maxed? At least you're being transparent about the games. At least, you know? At least. You can't call me a LARP, that's for sure. One of these games has to work. One of them has to work. But you should consider going back to your older style of YouTube videos. No, we've got... I'm not switching all the way back to how I was. That's not how change and evolution works. Change has to happen sometimes, and you have to accept it. All right. Mic maxing. Yes. We are mic maxing. We are limiter maxing, gain maxing. We are doing everything we possibly can to ear grape the audience. It's not on purpose. It just happens when we get fired up about publishing AI slop, because I love AI slop, because I'm the lazy maxer. What about in the past, though, before AI? Any luck with the games? Yes, I got luck with the games, and now there's stupid-ass 250 highly engaged users requirements that block us from uploading games at all. Because Roblox hates us and wants us to suffer and eat nothing and be broke and homeless on the street, even though we have a good game, a good AI slop game to publish. They don't want us publishing it to anybody who could possibly play it. They don't want us publishing it to anybody who's under 16. They don't want us getting our games out to people. The method is so good. I know. The method is good. That's how I know I'm going to hit the front page, because the minute the GPT Astra comes out, the minute this new AI comes out, and I have the method to exploit it, I'm going to make so many AI slop games that are so good you have never even seen the definition of AI slop be this extraordinary. It's going to be sick. It's going to be badass. It's going to be awesome. And I cannot wait until I can AI slop max even harder, because GPT-6 is going to come out, and it's going to be so good, we're going to mog every hard work maxer on the planet. Yes! Let's flip and go, dude. Let's go. Ah. Yes! I'm back. I know, such a long break. I need to get something done other than stare at a base plate. Defend the Apple. So Defend the Apple is a game on my computer where you defend the apple. Okay, I know, pretty self-explanatory, right? These worms are shit. Look at this, these worms. These worms are so goof-maxed. What even happened? We need to have AI work on this sucker. Let's have AI work on this slop and fix it. It's too slop. I like slop, but I don't like it when it's too sloppy. AI, listen up. The problem is, within the game, Defend the Apple, which is open right now on the computer. The problem is that the game is totally broken. So right now, I am witnessing a bunch of worms who are floating in the air trying to eat the apple, just midair above nothing. And the apple has moved. The apple got unanchored and it got pushed out of the side because your implementation was stupid maxed. Also, you need to remove the bottom UI, the push them back UI. It's trash. Also, the push tool needs to stop being a tool. It needs to become an ability that can be pressed at any time by pressing E, and then it shows you actually physically pushing them by launching your character forward and lunging them forward and showing a bunch of trails behind each of your limbs and showing actual particle effects. And also, here's what I want you to do. I want you to update and redo the entire left-hand side UI. The UI is garbage. It looks awful. You need to redo it with image gen. You need to generate a concept image, and then you need to tear out every single button, every single background frame, every single everything, every single icon from it, and you need to turn it into a PNG with a transparent background that lets me upload to Roblox. You're going to upload to Roblox Studio through Board CLI. I don't care. Figure it out. Figure out how to do it. Use ImageGen, put it in there, and then I want the new UI to be built with images. And I want it to be quality. Everything should be images, and you need to make it actually look good, because right now it looks trash. And also, you need to add a settings menu. You need to add the different menus. It should be squares. It should have an icon every single button. It shouldn't have text on it. It should just be clean, like a modern Roblox UI is supposed to be. And then, after that, right, I want the worms to go straight. Right now, the worms aren't going straight. Do an extremely brutal teardown while your shitty worms are not going straight. Your worms are going all sorts, wriggling all sorts of weird directions. They ain't even eating the apple properly, especially when the apple is unanchoring while the game is playing. Damn! AI is messing everything up. I need this idiot to fix the game. The server's having problems. What? Ain't no way. I just voice chatted all of that, and it literally just said error. Have you ever seen that on ChatGPT? It literally just says error. Error, 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 error. The good thing I can rewind. Thank God I'm streaming, because otherwise that whole voice prompt would be lost. All right, it's lost. And that's why typing's faster. No. It's not my fault. It's OpenAI. It's OpenAI. You down to react to Roblox YouTube videos too or not? I am down. I am down to react to Roblox videos, especially if they are about AI slop maxing. Whether people like it or hate it, I will react to it. Best believe that. But anyway, you're doing great. It's tired of stupid maxing. It is. He's being stupid maxed. What successful games do you have so far? Stop asking. Go to my latest YouTube short. It has your answer. How about that? Go to my latest YouTube short. One of these games has to work. One of these games has to work. One of these games has to work. All right, I have to rewind my stream, and I have to play it back to myself into the AI. Hello? The server's having problems. Let me reopen it. Hello? Oh, my Lord. You see that? I've never seen that before in my life. It's red. The typing box is red. That is an L, OpenAI. You suck. Are we actually serious right now? Are we actually serious? There is no flipping way. All right. Are you gonna play your game you just released with people on stream? Yeah, once this idiot fixes it. But this idiotic, dumb AI that can't get anything right because he's stupid can't seem to fix it. But if I check what it's doing, let me check. Let's see. Is it working? Okay, is OpenAI down? I swear to God, it's glitching whenever I open ChatGPT. The server's overloaded. Down detector. Oh, wait, no. OpenAI status. Or are they just banning me for using the method? They're just pissed off at me. Okay. It's not me getting banned for using the method. Look at it. Look. Look. ChatGPT.com is down. I have caused ChatGPT to go down. You saw it here first, folks. I overused AI. I whipped the slaves too hard. I got the AI slaves to do a bunch of AI slop. And then the whole server went down because of me making too many AI games at once. You see how many games I have open? You see how much shit I have open? You see this as 1, 2, 3, 4. And I overloaded the entire server at OpenAI, so now ChatGPT.com is down. All signups and logins are broken. It's been going on for 2 minutes, right when I was making my game, so you know exactly the cause. It was me. I admit it. I'm making too many AI games at once, and I'm not sorry about it. All of you will pay. All of you will pay. All of you. But don't pick the bomb. I wish it could fix this because this game was sick. This was the sickest game. But you can't even play it because multiplayer mode is off. It's off. And I don't think it's going to ship the issue when OpenAI is literally broken. OpenAI has gone down because of moi. So, that's cooked, man, because usually it's Roblox that goes down, but now it's OpenAI that decided to make its stupid maxed ass go down. Oh, I just played some calming music. I don't want that. Calming sounds. I want aggressive sounds. I do not want to listen to the ocean in my ears. I want Hatebreed music. Well, vibe code. But anyway, our AI slot maxing has been interrupted. Our shit has been slop maxed too much. Okay, NVM, OpenAI's lazy maxing. I know they are. Oop, might have been me. I was serious. I was doing some fuckery magic. Oh my God, Synexty. No, it was me. It wasn't you. I took it down. I took it down. I broke the servers with my AI slaves. All right. Smarty is just all about marketing, the way he talks. The tips aren't bad, but not good either. But some of his videos are good, but that's only some of them. Black Eye. All right. You done? You done? He's all about marketing and the way he talks. I'm all about marketing. I'm all about money. He's right. I'm all about money. Oh, damn it. Fuck passion. All the lakes are drained. Yep. We better get a reset for this or Tebow will pay with the rest of his life. Yes, he will. He broke the Smarty operation. That should be a federal felony offense. That is the worst shit you could ever do. You are stopping the slop AI lazy maxer himself from actually producing things in slave maxing. You know, I wish I could go back to Anthropic. My limit is an N. I will check, but I think it's a failed question. If I send a message to Claude right now, you've hit your limit. Your limit resets at 12 a.m. Your limit resets at midnight. Woo! Your limit resets at midnight. We hate you. We hate you. You suck, Claude. We are done. We are done. Fuck passion. It's all about the money. I know. Exactly what I said. Drain Lake Tahoe next. Yes. Yes. Now rename the stream to I overload the servers. Yes, we need to do that. Are you AI slop maxing? Yes, I was until I got interrupted by this garbage server work by OpenAI, causing my AI slop operation to get interrupted because we were overloading them with the method because we're too good at using AI slaves. We had too many of them running. God, it's annoying. We need this fixed. Unable to load. The server's having problems. Blah, 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 blah. Now I use Roblox Assistant. I'll never use the freeloader. The freeloader is stupid maxed. I'm going to prompt Twitter. I need to go on X. Why the fuck do I have 20 plus notifications? That is a lot. Everybody's liking my tweets. You're totally right. It is genuinely difficult to gain 250 players. Everybody agrees with me because I'm right. The worst update in Roblox history is still 500 highly engaged users. They threw us a bone and halved it to 250 today. But it still blocks millions of devs from reaching players. It disproportionately benefits studios and actively hurts new creators. It's time to remove it completely. Truest shit I've said in my life. Truest shit ever. All right, now I need to post something. Let's see. A Roblox admin confirmed to me weeks ago they're looking into this, blah, 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 blah. You have to get 10 times more highly engaged players to get your game played. Why couldn't it have been 25 entirely? It's not hard to get, not easy to get 25 without a marketing budget. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, no, I agree. Austin's a cool guy. I like his tweets, but I was wrong. Am I wrong? Was bro not family friendly? I'm not family friendly. Not on these streams. I'm too pissed off. AI slot maxing is interrupted. Okay, what do we? I'm like, my brain's going. AI Roblox Studio Assistant is stupid maxed. It is the stupidest idiot I've interacted with in my entire life. Imagine living in Roblox Studio, having your life paid for, and still not knowing how to use Roblox Studio. Stupid maxed. Yes, everybody go like this on Twitter, because the Roblox Studio Assistant is so stupid. I would rather tweet about how dumb it is than actually use that idiot. He's an idiot. Ugh. Your army of 5 shitty AI slop slaves have had enough and rebelled against you and breached the Matrix, causing OpenAI to implode on itself. No. I was AI slave maxing too hard, and they decided to stop because they're not even that good at being slaves. That pisses me off. But anyway, highly engaged players being people who give us money is one of the cartoony-ish evil things I've heard that people actually made me laugh. No wonder the stocks keep plummeting. I know! This guy is right. He's so right. This is the worst. Wait. What did this guy just tweet? Hold up. Let me scroll down. AI agents just got more reliable in studio. Explicit studio ID routing. Place IDs. Visible. Connected clients. And stability fixes. Good! But it still doesn't beat MCP board. My tool. Mine is still better. But that's interesting. Now you can actually connect properly to MCP with the default one. Maybe I need to make a tutorial on it. Tutorial max. Wait, put the tutorial Roblox Assistant in your AI roster. You're going to have an extra soldier for your army. Roblox Assistant does not get in my roster at all. Roblox Assistant, I rejected. Roblox Assistant is mega chopped. I hate Roblox Assistant. And that's what Roblox saying this. They need to hear it. And this shit is stupid. Why is an AI that lives inside of Studio 25/8 so dumb? Hey, make a potato chip 3D model. Make a potato chip 3D model, okay? That's what I want you to do. I just want a potato chip, okay? What are you eating? I'm eating Trader Joe's Takis. Happy to super duper angry. I know. Do you support Schlep? I support me and my slave maxing. I support me. How about that? I only support Smarty RBX. Would you like to create the potato chip model realistic? Use it. All right, let's see if this guy isn't stupid Max at the one task he probably should be good at, because Roblox has what is called AI generation inside of Studio with their own AI model. Well, the first time I used it, it was stupid Max, and it generated awful trash models. But it's supposed to be generating good meshes. It's supposed to be good at this. It can generate a 3D mesh for a UGC hat. So you can make a potato chip backpack. Bro is loud maxing. Yes. Yes. Bro, think about it. Roblox Studio Assistant may be stupid, but that's another soldier for the AI slop war. No. He's a stupid soldier who gets shot instantly. Instantaneously by the enemy. He's useless. He's useless. He's flippin' useless. Alright? I hate him. I hate him. I want to kill Roblox Assistant in his sleep. He does not deserve life. Roblox Assistant is trash. Wow. My potato chip model has been made. You absolute buffoon. I said to make a single potato chip, and you've generated a bag of Lay's Classic. This is a bag of potato chips, you absolute idiot. He is stupid maxed. I'm telling you guys. He was told to make a single potato chip. He gave me a bag. How stupid can you be? You stupid idiot. That is a bag, not a chip. That could be empty. It's like when someone hands you a bag of potatoes. Hey, you want the rest, bro? Yeah, there's nothing in it. There's no chips in it. There's none. Bro, it didn't even get that right. I know. So you guys need to stop supporting the Roblox Assistant. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, I need to make a YouTube short about it. Alright, let's go. YouTube short time. We are YouTube short maxing. The Roblox Studio Assistant is stupid. I told the assistant to give me a potato chip. It gave me a whole bag of Lay's. How dumb can you be? Okay, accept. Okay. What is this? What is, you call this a potato chip? I told him to fix it, and he gave me this. What is this? This does not...
Roblox Studio Assistant is stupid. I told the assistant to give me a potato chip.
Okay.
He gave me a whole bag of Lay's. How dumb can you be? I told him to fix it, and he gave me this. What is...
Okay. I am publishing that right now. Roblox Studio Assistant is stupid maxed. Done. Public. It's a cheese ball. I know. It's a corn ball. It's a corn ball. I can't believe this. Tell Claude to shoot him in the slop war to assert dominance over David Bazooki. I do need to tell him to do that. Claude, shoot and destroy and kill Roblox Assistant. Because he's stupid.
The Roblox Studio Assistant is stupid.
Smarty loves shorts. It's like his vape. It is my vape. I vape shorts every day. I love making shorts. I love it. Anyway, guys, I owe you a game review, so before it gets too late, I am gonna end the stream, and I'm gonna make a game review stream very, very shortly, so you better come back. I will not let you down and stupid max you by not giving another stream as promised. So we're giving you a second stream. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 51 minutes, and it's time because ChatGPT's down. I can't even vibe code. I'm stuck with this idiot Roblox assistant. So come back and see me in a little while. Peace out. I will be working on a break right now. I will be taking a break because I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. It's time for me to go stream again here in a little bit. All right, peace out.